Vlad and y'all all the same. Y'all make people look like y'all gonna get somebody hurt and then don't even care about it. And then as soon as they die, y'all gonna post the other video. That's all y'all gonna do.
I'm getting a statement from Aiden Rust, right?
Yeah.
He said he's on a call, but
but as soon as I'm get f***ed up, all No Jumper gonna do is post all the old videos about the person once they get f***ed up, right? Or you gonna go to the jail cell and say, yo, free Brick, right? We all love Brick. But then them are things that you gonna do, but at the same time, you gonna do all this good shit. At the same time, you gonna do some over shit. I came up early and everybody was late. You should never done me like that. And that's how I felt. I felt like, damn, how the f*** did I come for content for you when we supposed to do content together? But you cross me out for content.
I mean, but people always do this. They always act like anytime I'm not here, which is always planned out weeks in advance. Anytime I'm not around, it is planned out, and people always act like it's like pre-planned, and it's not. Like it was a pre-planned.
All right.
It was like it's just a crazy idea that this was like a setup thing.
It wasn't pre-planned. That's why
I would have loved to be there for.
That's why Munchie B say don't show him the Hoover tattoo. I don't even know that Hoover's is beefing with Rollins out here. I don't. St. Louis, I don't know that, but y'all knew that. You know what they gonna tell me before I start the podcast? You know what they gonna tell me? Everything should be good as long as you don't tell him you from Hoover. What the f*** you mean? You don't remember nothing, but it's all good though. You don't remember?
I mean, I could try to look it up.
Okay, why you don't remember? Why you remember every time somebody try to kill me up in this bitch?
I mean, I'm just really trying to figure it out. Were you ever on camera with
he done threw me through the camera. You don't remember that?
Oh, you
don't remember that?
Oh, this is years ago. I wasn't around for this one.
You remember? Yeah. You don't remember this? Every time I always get up with you.
You were talking. How many DW Flame got, he reprimanded.
How many times have almost me up in No Jumper, and then you run around say I'm dissing the Bloods when I never diss the Bloods when I'm a Blood? I got red rag on my every day. You see this, so I cannot diss the Bloods. But what y'all do? Y'all make fake content about, or you're not watching?
I mean, a clip like that gets hundreds of thousands of views. I probably did see it at the time, but I mean, yeah, no, it doesn't.
You ain't say shit about it. You ain't say yo, Unc. We do a lot of good business with Unc. Look, stop doing Unc like this.
This was like when I barely knew you. This was like 2.5 years ago.
Come on, gang. You knew me. Listen, you interviewed me that day. You act like you don't know nobody. See, you weird. You can't be like you ain't know me. Like when Brick came, I don't know who he is. Oh, yeah, you're not famous because I don't nobody believe you. This shit's not real, right? You from the beginning, you didn't give a about me. You didn't give a about me until I started turning up over there in Texas with Brick. Then you like, you know what? Then you did an interview with me. Then you, listen, that's the day I came here to think I was doing an interview with you, and they set me down with Flacco, and he set me up. See, every time I think I'm finna work with you, but it's never you.
I feel like the main problem is that you don't really pay attention, so you think that you're coming in to do podcasts with me or whatever, and then you show up, and it's not me, and it's like nobody ever told you that I was gonna be there.
They say it's No Jumper. So if they say it's No Jumper, I'm big. I'm not small. So listen, do that when small people come up here, right? If I come up here, I should only sit down with you. You know that.
Yeah, that boy 607 finally going back on Adams 22's No Jumper. And you know he finna be going off. That boy bringing up the 4 extra incident. Aiden Ross and Mo. Let's get straight to
you the return of one of the most exhilarating, controversial figures in the history of No Jumper.
You can't do this. I shouldn't be doing this. No, I shouldn't be sitting down with you, but I got to get myself right to sit down with you because like sitting down with you, the spirits don't like this. The spirits don't like when I sit down with you. I saw my mama, so I got to make sure I put some love in me because like you set me up and tried to get me killed, right? You set me up with the on 40s. You set me up.
Oh, you're still doing that? Huh?
No, you set me up on 40s. No, I'm keeping it real. Listen, so I'm gonna hit myself one time because I need this. This is gonna change the vibration so I can give you love.
A tuning fork. And what's that supposed to do?
I ain't done yet. It's a lot for you. It's a lot for you negative. Yeah. They're going to deflect all your negative energy back to you. Yeah, and it's going to make sure we both get some money out of here. Yeah, so we both going to get paid, but it's going to make sure you get all the negative, just get the positive.
Is that charcoal?
No, you don't know what that is, yeah. Oh, yeah, I got to tell you something, too, because you don't know. I heard somebody call you white, but I want to let you know that you black. I'm white. Yeah, listen, look it up for real. Listen, back in the days, black men bleach.
I know what you talk about.
It mean bleach skin. Yeah. So you the original black. Yeah. You the original black. And white meant purity. White mean purity. So I'm pure. And you are the original black. So make sure you get it right. And Don told me this. So when I get my messages, they be the truth. Yeah, so you are the original black man. Because you bleached and I'm not. I'm the original white because I'm purity.
If I've got to be the black man in the room, then I'm willing to do that.
Yeah, you the black man. But the only problem is you ain't got the black. Yeah, God f***ed up in that part. That's why your wife was chasing love. Yeah, that's why that happened.
I bet my dick's bigger than like the average black dude.
No, so yeah, I don't know. It just depends on who looking at it. Because I ain't looking at no
I think you get a misperception going if you watch, because that's like the top 1%.
No, I don't watch. I don't know if you know, but that's why you up, because porn, that's the evil spirits, them sex demons.
No.
Yeah, they get up in you, gang. So, mama, listen, them sex demons, they sex entities, and that's why you like to all the time. That's why you got up in a ring, right? If you listen, I'm talking about. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why you got your ass, right? Listen, you don't harness your sexual energy. Like, you nut so much, so then you weak, right? So if you hold your,
I didn't beat off for like 10 days before that fight.
Listen, your wife get all your energy. You gotta stop giving her your energy, right? You gotta keep on letting the black men, and you keep your sexual energy, right? Because you gotta go up.
I didn't beat off for 10 days.
Yeah, no,
it's one of the hardest things I ever had to do.
I ain't had sex in about a
Years.
year and a half. No, about a year and a half, right? Listen, that's what mom. Listen, sex is not good. I f myself. Yeah, I let the nut rise through my head, the top head, not the bottom.
What do you mean by that?
I don't want.
What part of yourself do you?
No, I don't think you understand. Listen, you ain't gonna f me no more. Listen,
The booty hole?
no, come on, stop playing.
No more. Oh, no.
Listen,
I mean, where else would you?
stop. What are you talking about? I'm not gay. I'm tired of you. They don't think I'm gay when I leave here. I'm not gay. So don't get doing that. I f myself. I'm talking about through the mind. I'm an Egyptian. I'm Egyptian. I talk to the spirits. I'm a prophet of God. I keep telling you this. I am from St. Louis on Crip on Blood. Yeah,
everybody guy from St. Louis.
No, everybody good in St. Louis except Q50. Right? Q6. What's his name? Yeah, everybody good in St. Louis. With him. Yeah, everybody good with him. Listen, everybody else can come. Come and be happy, right? But don't come like him and try to do some crazy shit and you get your shit shot up. All right, that's what mama. Listen, the crazy part about it is he got a shit shot up. Listen, if you're watching this, I'm gonna say this. You supposed to be a gangster, right? So if you see somebody coming at you and you got a gun, right? You see him. You supposed to get out and shoot. Get through the gap. Listen, he saw him coming and he was in the car. Drive off.
Why do you think he saw them coming?
Because I know he saw him coming because I know he was in a car with. Listen, he was in a car with a from St. Louis call. He was set up. Right? A nigga from St. Louis set him up. So he saw him coming. Right? And he's like, no, that's all good. He's like, man, drive off. He was in the car with him, set him up, backdoored him. Well, I'm a backdoor city.
I don't know.
So I keep it real, gang.
Anyway, okay, so weird little rant to start things.
No, I know rant.
I like that for you. A little bit of comedy.
No, I know comedy. You set me up for comedy. You set me up.
Some crazy stuff.
No, you set me up. Stop playing with me. So you ain't set me up.
Look, I'm gonna say some weird shit about, and I'm gonna say a bunch of crazy shit about. I don't know.
Come on, can you Adam Sandler?
Energy.
No, I'm talking about energy is real, and your energy is negative. Because listen, I'm gonna tell you, your energy is negative, and I gotta make sure I deflect that back on you. But you know you set me up. Everybody watching this know you set me up.
Okay, so state your case. Why did I set you up? How did I set you up?
Listen, you called me, right? You called me. First of all, all your shit here is planned. Because when we was sitting there with that Mexican, you gave me and told me what to say. Like, you controlled me. You put a string on my neck to say this. And you told me what to say.
Such an exaggeration. When we sat with Comparator,
you told me what to say.
I said, yo, let's troll him.
Yeah. So you told me what to say. Then,
no, I didn't tell you anything specifically. I just said, let's troll him.
When I said with the midget, you told me what to say. They gave me a note. No, they gave me a note. They said, listen, matter of fact, the other Josh was here. Josh.
Wait, what midget did we interview together?
No, we didn't do it together. Josh set me down with the midget by himself.
What midget?
I don't know. Little bitty midget. All the girls. I don't know.
D-Lo?
I don't know if D-Lo, Hilo.
You weren't there for the D-Lo.
I interviewed him by myself. Y'all probably never dropped. Y'all did drop it. This came out. Come on, gang. You don't know what's going on in your business. You act like you don't know. Stop acting like you don't know.
I just don't know.
Stop acting like you don't know. You know what y'all do here. Stop acting like you don't know. So listen.
You did content with a midget?
Listen, so I did the content with a midget here. They gave me a note and gave me a script and told me what to say. So therefore I know. Listen, therefore I know you do scripts. Josh gave me a script. Josh told me what to say.
Never had a script ever in the history of this podcast.
Not a script, but Josh told me exactly what to say. He told me, look, troll him like this, do this, say this. He gave me dirt on him. I don't know this man. Josh gave me dirt on the fucking midget.
You interviewed him and you can't even tell me his name?
I can't remember no more. Josh told me his name then. Listen, I'm gonna make a long story. So I know you set shit up, right? So listen, this whole shit be set up. Y'all telling me to say to this man. So I came here that day, right? You called me. You said, yo, me and you do an interview with 4 Extra. You said me and you. No. Yes, you did.
No.
Yes, you did.
No. I wasn't supposed to be there. I wasn't scheduled to be there.
You said you were scheduled. The day I was getting here, you said, I can't be here. Uncle, you got to do it by yourself.
I knew weeks in advance I wasn't going to be there.
So why didn't you tell me?
I didn't. I mean, I don't know if I told you or not,
no,
but
you didn't.
It was well established. Everybody knew that.
Well established by who? By you?
Would you not have pulled up to do an episode with 4 Extra?
Not by myself. I thought you was gonna be here when you heard there's gonna be some order. It wasn't no order here. You knew it was gonna be out of order.
I'm sorry if you didn't get the memo, but I was never
too late to say sorry. What if I wouldn't have made it? That man's just gonna kill me. He said gonna do a push-ups in Pelican Bay. Yeah, he said gonna do a push-ups and
shit. Why are you saying like he could have killed me when he clearly took mercy on you?
He took no mercy on me. Yeah, Crips.
He yelled at you.
I love the Crips. Listen,
It was like 10 dudes with him.
Listen.
He yelled at you a bit. He warned you because you did disrespect him. No, let's be fair.
No, listen. He loved me and I love him. What he gonna do to you is gonna be up when he catch you. See me, he know I love him, right? He know I was up here.
I'm gonna do him worse than that firecracker.
Come on, he gonna you up. Let's keep it real, man. Listen, I'm gonna say this about 4 Extra. Listen, I just didn't know that 4 Extra didn't want to do content. He a real street. I think you should stop fucking playing with him because this nigga, I didn't check. I didn't check in Vernon Avenue. I didn't check. You know, I'm from the streets. I'm really a street. So I didn't check. He really got a loose screw. So I think you should stop playing with him because you're gonna look up and no jumper. He's gonna be outside. I'm just keeping it real, right? That's why I don't like. I'm gonna keep it real, right? You don't really want to with a nigga that got 2 elbows on the same arm. I'm keep it real, right? Go you up. Elbows
6 months. I feel like
man, elbows don't hurt.
All right.
Elbows don't hurt.
Well, no, he blew his hand off 7 months ago.
He got 2 elbows on the same arm. Imagine getting hit by 2 elbows. He gonna be knocked the right. Stop playing with 4 Extra.
But why are you not just like thankful that all 4 Extra gave you was a harsh talking to?
Let me tell you something. Listen, let me tell you something about. Y'all think you understand about. That wasn't a harsh talking to. Let me tell you something. My mother talked like that. My grandma talked like that. I'm from a black community. That's how we talk. We talk with a raised tone. What the f wrong with you? You see, I'm talking to you right now. This is my nice tone. You want to see my man?
No, but the way you're talking to me right now is like how 4 Extra talk to you, and then you're acting like it was an attack on your life.
No, it wasn't talking about life.
Hey, Adam, but you got a point right there, but
I could have died.
How can you die from a 40-worded conversation?
What you mean? No,
he yelled at you.
Outside. It's 40 Crips outside with Glocks and Uzis and switches and Glocks.
You didn't see a single gun.
I saw bags. I saw bags. They had their bags on front.
I saw bags.
Who the f had their bags on was in here? Come on, gang. You would act like this show is like a good show. Everybody get up and no jump. But I'm not gonna speak on it because I with you. Everybody get up here. Who ain't got up here? Come on, gang. Everybody
One person got jumped in the alley that had nothing to do with anybody that was on the podcast.
But it's because of what goes on here. If they don't get up here, they go to jail because of her.
Okay, but you realize that that's kind of like you just got caught in a lie. You said everybody.
That boy said if they don't get messed up here, they go to jail because of here. Now let's not skip past that question.
But he gets up at no jumper.
I got up at no jumper. Not one time, but twice.
You just got talked to.
What about when I wasn't good with whack? Y'all set me up here with whack and loose booty cannon. Y'all set me up then.
When did that happen?
Come on. See, you act like you don't know. Stop playing, gang.
You did an episode with loose cannon?
They set me up here. They called loose cannon. He's gonna come up with them rolling 60 Crips and get on me up here.
When?
Come on, gang. Whack was up here with him and whack was cool.
But you never did an episode with whack
no,
on this podcast.
That's when that. Come on, gang. You know you got up there be stuttering. They be stuttering all the time.
Flocko.
That Flocko. He set me up. I'll sit up here. He called him. Always set me up every time I come up here.
Well, he just called him?
He called like, yeah, Uncle up here, and Uncle's talking all that shit about you. Yeah, he up here right now. Like, why the fuck you drop my location? Like, why the fuck you tell him I'm in California when I'm in California sitting right here?
Well, if Flocko did that, then I guess that's not cool that he told him, I guess. But like,
what you mean you guess?
They didn't come, right? Nothing happened?
Come on, gang. They did come. I fucking left. Because listen, Brick was setting me up that day.
Oh, you're talking about that day.
That day. Yeah, you put in the title, you don't know.
Whack
runs out of
wasn't going to do anything. He just wanted the podcast with you.
Listen, come on, gang. It ain't whack. Listen, I'm going to tell you something. It don't be whack. See, people don't understand. These people you with is real street. I don't think you even understand how the serious this shit is. You with real street that's connected to real street. Whack ain't got to do shit. The connected with whack gonna do something. The connected with loose cannon gonna do something. Because they just trying to get the clout.
But why has nobody done anything?
On blood.
Nobody did anything.
What you mean? Listen.
4 Extra was nice to you. He gave you a talk, and that was it.
That wasn't no talk.
Whack pulled up and you scrambled out of here, but all he was going to do was
come on, gang.
with you.
How did you know that all was going to happen? You said all this. You the mastermind behind all. You know how I talk, and you put me next to the people I talk the worst about, and you do it repeatedly over and over again.
I understand you have this whole conspiratorial mind state, but it's like, no, I did not arrange for any of this.
You did arrange it, and you arranged it. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. Just like you gave me a script, I guarantee you gave 4 Extra script. You called because y'all was cool back then.
I literally never gave you a script.
Come on, man. Y'all was cool. You never gave me a script. You told me what to do to that Mexican. That Mexican funny looking ate the blunt.
I said, let's troll him. So that is not a script. That is like instructions on like a style of pod.
That's a script, gang. It might be a bullet point, but you went with the narrative in the direction. You heard me of the interview pre-planned.
Casting.
Nah.
Let's make this a funny podcast. Let's troll him.
All right, listen. So we just told 4 Extra. Let's make this a funny podcast. Let's troll 6.
That's a script, gang. Damn.
I didn't even tell him 4 Extra one thing.
Listen, this was you knew, right? This is what I'm saying. This is what people knew, right? They said this. They said it wasn't not abnormal for 4 Extra to come through this door with 40 Crips. That's why people in your building, your establishment didn't want to come to work because every time he came with 40 Crips.
Who didn't want to come?
Come on, I'm not going to be speaking all that. People in your establishment didn't want to come be around that shit. But you stay be around all these game members like this content, you can lose your life.
I've never seen Forrester come here with more than 10 people, and most of the people that he's with were not gang members.
But you tell me we can't come with no more than 3. That's that.
More than 10 people. I ain't never seen 10 people fit in one car.
Told me no jumper. Hey, yo, you could bring 3, but somehow 4 extra come up with all these real street gang members that really hurt somebody.
Not really. He was coming through with pretty.
Come on, what do you mean not really?
He would come through with like a couple of Mexican dudes, sort of Blanco 15,
Sueños?
Yeah.
Come on, Sueños, stop playing on me. That Mexican Sueño, they just the same. Listen, black and brown the same. They will kill. Listen, they had me surrounded first with the Mexicans. That's why I was kind of confused. I'm like, damn, I love the Mexicans. I'm keeping it real. Listen, Mexicans was in here first. Listen, I'm in here thinking it's all good. That one, what's her name? Crip Mac.
Lupe.
Yeah, Lupe on 40s. I won't lie, right? On 40s. So what would I lie for? On Schoolyard Crib. On the hood.
Oh, wow.
Listen, why would I lie? Listen, I'm sitting here and I'm surrounded. By these. They love me. They love me. They know I'm Mexican. They know I'm brown. So they're like, yo, let's take some pictures, right? So black and brown the same. We taking pictures. Boom, 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 boom. I don't even understand why 4 Extra was late. But you knew every time the I came here, I came early. Loved you. I stood up for you. I supported no jumper. I came up early and everybody was late. You should never done me like that. And that's how I felt. I feel like, damn, how the did I come for content for you when we supposed to do content together? But you'll cross me out for content.
I mean, but people always do this. They always act like anytime I'm not here, which is always planned out weeks in advance. Anytime I'm not around, it is planned out, and people always act like it's like pre-planned, and it's not. Like it was always pre-planned.
Well,
all right, it's just a crazy idea that this was like a setup thing.
It wasn't pre-planned. That's why
I would have loved to be there for.
That's why Munchie B say don't show him the Hoover tattoo. I don't even know that Hoover's is beefing with Rollins out here. I don't. St. Louis, I don't know that, but y'all knew that. Don't tell them. You know what they gonna tell me before I start the podcast? You know what they gonna tell me? The only thing they tell me every time they tell me what to do. You know the one thing they tell me? Oh yeah, everything should be good as long as you don't tell him you from Hoover. What the you mean? Like, you put me in this cage with I didn't even know Hoover was beefing with 6 O's. I've been with Brick for the last months, and Brick didn't even tell me this.
No offense, but that's kind of hard to believe.
What do you mean? I'm from St. Louis.
I mean, you would have to pay literally no attention to LA gang culture in order to not know that the Hoovers and the Rolling 60s are the neighborhood's beef.
Bro, I'm a gamer. I'm from 607 Hillside.
That is the beef.
You not listen.
In Los Angeles.
Gang, I'm from St. Louis. I'm from 607 Hillside. My best friends, my homeboys are 6-0 Crips rolling. I'm rolling. So I'm saying where I'm from, we with the Rollers. I'm not used to this shit. When I come, listen, I'm with Brick. Why the f you think I'm with Brick? You think that I was with Brick in places I should have built. Listen,
and honestly, Forrester, I'm not giving a fuck.
Listen, I was with Brick.
Given the nature of how your communication was going down, yeah, maybe you should not have used that as the right time to say like, hey, in St. Louis, I'm from Hoover.
Why wouldn't I say it when I'm thinking that Rollins and 6 O's and Hoovers are the same? In St. Louis, we roll together as no differente. We're not different. So I don't know that.
That's cool. That's great. But to act that ignorant about LA is kind of crazy.
What do you mean act different? Listen, I'm going to tell you this. Once you say you're a Crip gang, in St. Louis, you're a Crip, right? So when I asked for Extra, where was his hood? And he got disrespectful, was ready to kill me up in here. That's when I knew. I understood right then and there that I'm out of bounds. You know I was with a Grape Street? I didn't even understand. I was with a Grape Street. I'm Hoover. So why I'm with a Grape Street? Because Brick Baby brought me in this shit wrong. That's what I'm saying. So every time I come to LA, I come to LA with Brick. So Brick the same time was keeping me, what's what I understand, right? From what the Hoover's telling me, I was his ticket. I was his green, right? So I give him money. I buy a little. I probably can't say what I was doing, but I buy at higher prices and shit like that. He was green to me. So he kept me close, right? So I'm like, damn, I didn't know that was getting done to me, right? Even when he brought me up here, so I'm thinking it's love. What happened up here? DW Flame. Every time I come up, I them to get f***ed up.
What DW Flame?
Come on, gang. You put it all in your content, the most heated moment in No Jumper. Well, you don't remember this shit. You don't remember DW Flame? Come on, man.
Were you guys ever on camera together?
Come on, man. You don't remember none of this shit? You don't remember nothing. But it's all good, though. You don't remember?
I mean, I could try to look it up.
Okay, why you don't remember? Why you remember every time somebody tried to kill me up in this bitch?
I mean, I'm just really trying to figure it out. Were you ever on camera with
He done threw me through the camera. You don't remember that?
Oh,
you don't remember that?
Oh, this is years ago. I wasn't around for this one.
You remember? Yeah. You don't remember this? Every time I always get up with you.
You were talking. DW Flame got he reprimanded.
How many times have almost me up in No Jumper, and then you run around say I'm dissing the Bloods, and I never diss the Bloods when I'm a Blood. I wear a red rag on my every day. You see this, so how can I diss the Bloods? But this is what y'all do. Y'all make fake content.
Okay, so for anybody who can't remember how this went,
fake content.
You were on live stream with Munchie B, and you
on
said,
Blood.
I'm Hoover blank remover, and used the term that is used to disrespect the Bloods.
First of all, listen.
How can you blame that on me?
Let me say first,
you really got to use your brain
let me say this.
if you want to blame this
y'all cut the part out. Y'all couldn't out. Listen, first of all, if you're watching this,
it was live.
This is what happened, right? Y'all cut it out live.
It was live.
You changed my voice with AID. I don't trust you. No, I'm keeping it real, right? Listen, this is what I'm gonna say.
This is how serious you should take everything he's saying.
This is what I'm gonna say, right? Me and Munchie B was having a conversation, and I said, Munchie B, in St. Louis, we used to say this. I said what we used to say in St. Louis.
No.
Not say, yeah.
You just said it.
Yeah, no, I said what we used to say, right? I just forgot to say what we used to say. That part just didn't come out.
Okay.
You can't blame me.
So you just lied about what
No,
you
I don't lie.
said.
It's no such thing as a lie. When you lie, change reality. So when would I lie?
But I'm saying you didn't say that. You said it. You said
I posted
the
it, but it didn't always come out. So you don't got to make sure it come out because I wanted to say it a different way than what the I said it. So you should say.
Do you realize that everything you've said so far is just a complete lack of accountability for the words that come out of your mouth? Because the reason why 4Extra wanted to have a strongly worded conversation with you was because you said that he got hit extra. You said basically that he was in prison.
But you throw carrots up in his. I say 4Extra got hit extra. Now you want to fight me extra? That.
Now you paraphrasing, Adam.
You threw carrots on him. He should have fought you then.
I did not throw carrots at him. I put carrots on the table and he whacked them off the table.
So he don't want to play with you. Why he play with you? Why can't he play with me? See, I want to play too. Right?
But
Everybody
really,
playing.
he did the same thing to me that he did with you, which is he raised his voice. He got kind of loud, and he spoke to you.
He stood up over me like this. Like a giant. He stood over me like this. You know how
That's the same thing he was doing to me with the carrots.
Do you know how my heart was beating? I know the fuck on me on the table like this, and you supposed to be here with me.
Yeah, and I was sitting right there. He's throwing carrots at me across the table, and my heart wasn't beating. I was chilling. Because I realized he was just talking. He just podcasting.
Niggas like that just don't be talking. That's your problem.
But he was. He just talked.
No,
he didn't hit you. He didn't do anything.
It all used to call that bit that y'all ain't podcasts. Y'all cast it.
Physical to you at all.
Why? Because I'm a monk. Because I went to stillness. I'm a turtle, right? Let me tell you what I mean, right? Let me tell you a story so you can understand. It's a turtle, right? And the turtle is going through the forest, right? And the turtle see a fox, right? And I say, damn, if I try to run from this fox gonna kill me. So I can't run. I gotta make friends. I gotta go in my shell. You made me go in my shell like a little bitch, right? I had to become a turtle because of you.
Maybe you just are a little.
No, I'm not no turtle guy. No, I know choice, right? You the one that got your ass whooped. You got your ass whooped. You had a choice. You got your ass whooped.
I chose that. Yeah.
Listen, guess what? I choose stillness. I choose peace. I'm not like you. I'm not gonna get my ass whooped.
I don't think you can say I choose peace while actually moving to LA and finding it within yourself to diss 4Extra by calling him and to disrespect all of the Bloods.
But who made me move out here? You told me, oh yeah, I can't work here unless I move out here. You did this. You got me stuck. I've been stuck out here ever since you.
But everybody else who I've ever hired to be on the podcast, I didn't have to tell them, hey, don't disrespect the biggest gangs in LA. Don't call famous gang members.
Come on, listen. Why would I not?
If you do, you're
why would I not call him if my boss is calling him?
I didn't call him gay back then.
You still.
I called him recently in a diss song.
Right, and then you basically called him back then because you put up carrots. Any nigga that put carrots up a nigga.
No, I was actually lying on his behalf and saying that I believed him that he didn't put a carrot in somebody's ass, even though my better intuition said, oh, he probably put a carrot in someone's ass.
You got him up here with co-hosts, and you know that allegedly he peanut butter joke host too. So I don't want to listen. Everybody think that.
Nobody thinks 4Extra peanut butter to anybody.
Yes, they do.
Is on this podcast.
I swear to God, my mama.
Nobody thinks
yes, they do. It happened in jail. He got peanut butter.
There is someone that has been rumored to have done that. I don't believe that it's true, but it definitely wasn't 4Extra.
They're from the same side, from the same hood.
So what? There's like one 50,000 people from the same neighborhood.
If one do it, they all do it, right?
No,
listen, I'm just keeping it real, right? Listen, right? Listen, 4X would have hit me right here. All the 40s would have followed up. So if they would put out peanut butter and put peanut butter on my ass, you gonna blame it on all the 40s. It wasn't just 4Extra. So all the
You good? Now you straight, bro? I'm just checking on you, bro. You good?
What do you mean by that?
Nah, cause bro just said some.
Oh, they gay.
Yeah, hey, bro, you might need to seek therapy after this game.
40s put up my. So any nigga that was 40 put peanut butter up the that working no jumper, and that's how this shit go, right? Oh, that sounds funny. How that shit go, peanut butter shit.
It
That shit don't go
funny.
together. It shit never went together. I'm
That we
just
going
gonna say this, right? Though I really fuck with no jumper, right? At that moment, I just knew that every time I come up here, it's always some backdoor shit. And I had a spiritual lady with me. I had Smoke the Creator with me. She don't bother nobody. She's very grounded, right? I had her with me. Do you know how much power, how much energy, power we
Y'all did that in front of daughter, bro.
had to use just to keep me safe that day, right? Do you know how many spirits I had to talk to just to surround no jumper to keep me safe?
I don't think anybody had to do anything. I think Forrester gave you a pass.
No, gave the spirits.
He was really supposed to beat your ass.
No, listen, it wasn't for the spirits, he would have.
If he wanted to, I don't think anybody, like, obviously from a business standpoint, it's inappropriate to beat
For the creator. The creator.
To call a famous aggressive gang member like him gay and then think that you're going to be able to just do a podcast with him and then he's not going to raise his voice to you. He's not going to reprimand you. I mean, this is a lack of accountability, and trust me, this is coming from me. Many people have pointed this out about me, but this is a lack of accountability that is really almost historic.
You know what's like accountability to you? Let me tell you this right here. So you are known, and listen, I don't view you like this. I view you kind of differently, but you are known for being the most worst person to destroy the black culture worldwide, including Chicago most, right?
I don't think so.
I mean, everybody in Chicago hates you because, like,
That's not true.
Listen, I'm saying the only time they like you is when they're getting your money.
I probably had like the vast majority of Chicago rappers and media personalities on this podcast.
Listen, I'm telling you this. You the reason why Mama Duck wouldn't even do an interview with me. You almost made Mama Duck stop doing podcasts. She's like, you know what?
How would I possibly be able to do anything that would impact that?
You know, she's keep it real. Like they don't treat me right up there. Adam lied to me, owed me money. He supposed to give me back money. He put me in the shittiest hotels. He did this, he did that. And like, I don't want you to do me like that. I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna stay out y'all business. I'm not gonna even book you. I
mean, for the record, we gave her hotel money. She chose to book a hotel that was more expensive than the hotel money that we gave her.
Right.
I still don't really understand how that's our fault.
Listen, I'm gonna say this. You don't understand how everything is your fault because you are the boss. Like right now, I just explained 4 situations, at least, of me almost getting my up in no jumper, but you want to keep blaming me. Come on, man. DW Flame was one crazy situation.
You went on a live and you were talking to DW Flame, and then he basically got loud with you and told you that he would
I told him I don't know what the that mean. I don't understand the lingo.
I don't remember what that situation was about.
You know, he told me to pop my Well, I don't know what the that mean. Pop what What the you talking about?
I don't know.
He told me. I don't know what the that
was
mean.
A long time
He was
ago.
showing off from that one little model girl that was her. You know, that one girl from I don't know. Yeah. Brick Baby in the back there. You think you had Sharp back there? And at the time, Sharp the fake pimp was trying to interview these girls, but he was always disrespecting them. Yeah. And he had that one girl that was back there. I forget her name. She had on a dirty jacket. Right? He was trolling her for a dirty jacket and shit. The little bald head one. She was from Baddie's a housewife and she be doing all that fighting and shit. DW Flame was showing off in front of her. Because because she was like, you know, it's like different. I gotta.
So and I could understand how maybe you'd be upset with DW Flame about that. I just don't really understand how I'm involved with that in any way.
It happens under your watch. There's no security here.
I think it should be obvious that I wasn't watching.
Come on,
and that I didn't.
Come on, you always watch it. You telling me you happening in your establishment and you not giving a fuck about, or you're not watching?
I mean, a clip like that gets hundreds of thousands of views. I probably did see it at the time, but I mean, yeah, no, it doesn't.
You ain't
really
say shit about it. You ain't say yo, Unc. We do a lot of good business with Unc. Look, stop doing Unc like this.
This was like when I barely knew you. This was like 2.5 years ago.
Come on, gang. You knew me. Listen, you interviewed me that day. You act like you don't know nobody. See, you weird. You can't be like you ain't know me. Like when Brick came, I don't know who he is. Oh, yeah, you're not famous because I don't nobody believe you. This shit's not real, right? You from the beginning, you didn't give a fuck about me. You didn't give a fuck about me until I started turning up over there in Texas with Brick. Then you like, you know what? Then you did an interview with me. Then you listen. That's the day I came here. Think I was doing an interview with you, and they set me down with Flacco, and he set me up. See, every time I think I'm finna work with you, but it's never you.
I feel like the main problem is that you don't really pay attention. So you think that you're coming in to do podcasts with me or whatever, and then you show up and it's not me, and it's like nobody ever told you that I was.
They say it's no jumper. So if they say it's no jumper, I'm big. I'm not small. So listen, do that when small people come up here, right? If I come up here, I should only sit down with you. You know that. Why don't you got me sit down?
And that's fine, but you should probably like determine that I'm going to be there in advance.
If they tell me no jumper, I'm thinking Adam 22. What the else am I thinking?
Okay, but you know that there's other people. Like the people on the news, they don't think I'm going to be there every day. There's tons of other people who've done interviews on this platform over the years.
Right.
I mean, that's just it's crazy to just assume that I'm going to be there.
Everybody think that, just like Flacco knew when Flacco sat down with Brick sat here, they set me up, right? They always set me up here, but it's good. You set me up here with 4 Extra. I'm not going to even count how many times I had to call on these spirits to keep me safer, but I'm going to keep coming back, let y'all know there's nobody bigger than the creator, right? Nobody bigger than the creator, right?
No, listen, I felt like you could have had a great tenure on No Jumper. It's just that you got to like take some accountability. You got to be willing to own your own decisions. And number one thing, like you came out here and you had this idea of like, and it's worked for you in other places, but the whole idea of like, I'm going to disrespect gangs, LA gangs, for content.
You gotta understand that's not what I'm doing.
The truth is that doesn't work that great out here.
No, I think you understand this. I'm a prophet. When you're a prophet, you gotta understand that. Where are my people? They are in the trenches. They are the gang members. I got to let them know that I'm here and I'm here with the message. So I have to call their name. If I don't call their name, they won't understand.
Okay, but you don't have to disrespect them.
Listen, let me tell you something. Disrespect is sometimes respect because love and hate the same. Let me tell you what I mean.
Like even me, after all these years, I've never really made that my thing.
You don't
like,
understand.
I'm gonna diss this gang.
You don't understand. You have to make them know. You got to make them know in order. Listen, I'm gonna tell you this. The only way you gonna know you feel pain if I stab you or hit you. So listen, I'm gonna tell you this, right? In order for them to know, sometimes it gotta fucking hurt, right? But they gotta understand, don't fucking hurt me, because they gotta understand the message I was trying to give, right? Because I can't go around trying to teach nobody, because the brain ain't made to teach, right? You can't even learn. You have to tack it in your emotional memory. So you gotta get emotional first. So they gotta get mad first, and then they remember, you know what? Cool. That's why. Like right now, I've been on Clubhouse. I've been in LA. They showing me love now because they understand now, right? But you just didn't understand because you would never understand because like you white, but you really black, so you don't understand. You Michael Jackson.
I mean, yeah, I really don't know what else I could say besides like, if you're gonna talk shit about people and then agree to do a podcast with them, you shouldn't really be that surprised when they aggressively talk to you about that.
Well, I'm gonna say this. I'll be honest with you. I watch you, right? When I came over to No Jumper, I came to No Jumper because I love Adam. I started doing podcasts because I love Adam.
But you were on this podcast multiple times before you even did a podcast with me.
But I have watched you sit down with people and you just stay calm, they respect you, and it's always a good situation. So I'm thinking that's how it's supposed to happen. But I'm not thinking like, damn, behind the scenes, you're supposed to die.
Well, but even the 4 Extra episode, like, I kind of knew that I could trust him, that he wouldn't wild out on me.
Stop playing with me, man.
We were tight at the time.
If I would have moved,
he wasn't gonna beat you.
If I would have moved the inch, I was going down. All I had to do was
so.
You did you watch it?
Yeah,
no,
you were talking. You were saying, "What the f is a 40s?"
You
I don't know what a 40s is.
No, and he almost knocked me out 40 times. Someone hit me 40 times for that. You saw that,
yeah?
Right? I'm not gonna go through this. I didn't know what the 40 was for real.
You could have said worse things to him that maybe could have pushed him over the edge. But my main thing too is that I talked to you on the phone after that, and you weren't really upset until it came out, and everybody started talking about you like a.
That's a lie. Listen. The night it came out, I cried before it came out. The night it happened, I cried. And I'll tell you, I cried so bad because I wanted to do something so bad. I'm not used to this. I'm telling you this. I just got called to this place that I'm at now. Normally, I handle stuff, physically the way normally me handle, but I've been chose now to handle everything with stillness. So this is the first time that I experienced disrespect on that level and had to remain stillness because I had a message for 4 Extra. I really love 4 Extra, right? I just told 4 Extra get the away from you, and he got the away from you, right? I just keep it real, right? Because I knew that 4 Extra would have been better by himself. I knew he didn't fit here. Not that he's a bad person for here, he just couldn't fit here.
Okay, but I mean, to be fair, since he's left, his profile has diminished.
Yeah,
greatly, right?
But No Jumper's doing better because he was holding you down. Listen, I'm gonna say this, right?
He was holding you down.
He might have been holding us back.
Yeah, well, I'm saying holding you down.
He
wasn't pushing you up.
Holding us down and holding us back is
no, same thing. Down.
If he's holding us down, that means he's like being a good friend.
It's the same thing.
If he's holding us,
no, bruh, he didn't use it that way. He used it your way. He ain't use it the hood way. He ain't say hold it down. He ain't say that, gang. He said holding you down is an anchor, in weight. Not allowing you to rise to your, I feel like he was being sarcastic, though.
He's back. It means he's
no, holding you down mean holding you down so you can't elevate to go up. Yeah. Holding you down.
Yeah.
Right?
Okay.
Come on, what's wrong with you? You don't understand English.
You're
not black. So stop trying to be. Right? Just say the Adam that you is. Listen to me.
Holding you down, the way I'm saying it, is typically like.
He used it your way. He just said stop trying to be. He ain't lying. Come on, gang. Let's run it back, though.
He was holding you down.
He might have been holding us back.
Yeah, well, I say holding you down. He wasn't pushing you up.
Holding us down and holding us back is
same thing. Down.
If he's holding us down, that means he's like being a good friend.
It's the same thing.
If he's holding us back, it means he's stifling.
No, holding you down mean holding you down so you can't elevate to go up. Holding you down. right?
Okay.
Come on, what's wrong with you? You don't understand
We
English.
never
You're not
hold
black,
nobody
so stop
down.
trying to
We
be
ain't
right.
talk
Just
about
say
that
the
with
avenue you is. Listen
I
to
think
me.
holding you down
Oh,
the way
you
I'm
hold
saying it
down
is
when your
is
podcast
typically like
down.
the black use of that phrase.
No. Listen, I'm not black, right? Everybody understand that nobody is really black. I just told you that you are black. So stop talking to me. I'm white.
You're not really winning me over with that
No,
argument.
listen. I'm just gonna.
I feel white.
I'm gonna tell you this, right? When it comes to this whole situation, full extra, no jumper, it's always like this. I'm not saying that people are not supposed to respond, but they're supposed to respond in a content style. They're not supposed to go from content to street, right? Because listen, if I was disrespecting the streets, I would have took my ass in the streets and said anybody that I was saying. If I'm doing it on the internet and you hear over this microphone, on this platform, it got to be content, and they should recognize it as content. That's all I'm saying. Nobody shouldn't recognize there's nothing else but content, unless I got a gun, I'm standing in the middle of the streets, or I'm doing like King Peel and going to motherfuckers' hood. Like if I'm doing that, then you can say, okay, cool, I want beef. Now,
I can't imagine taking the same approach. Hey, everybody out there, all the rappers, all the gang members, if I say anything, if I disrespect you, if I say something horrible about you, it's all content, so you're not allowed to do anything to me. You see how crazy that sounds?
I'm keeping it real. Like with King Peel, right? Even with King Peel, when he made that mistake, at that time you was invested in King Peel before you disrespected. You loved him, and when he disrespected Trades without knowing, he said, "Yo, I'm gonna take that part out of the song."
How did you do it without knowing?
He don't know because it's different trades everywhere. You see what I'm saying? You think it's funny?
Right.
It's different trades everywhere. So he ain't talking about the trades you
But
think
when
he's
you
talking
say
about.
that word, every single person
Come on,
who represents a trade knows how that's gonna be taken.
I'm saying, but you made sure. What I'm saying, you made sure you did damage control and say, "Yo, I don't think you should say that." And he didn't say that. You didn't do me like that. I will sit down live before I know it. 607 Unc disrespect the Bloods. It's fucking viral everywhere.
Yeah, and we didn't even have to call it that. That's just how everybody titled it. Every single page in LA, in hip hop, etc. They all titled it 607 Unc disrespects the Bloods because you said the one word that absolutely nobody thinks is cool to say to Bloods.
Well, let me say, it's all the Bloods watching this on Blood. My bad. If you feel like I disrespected you, my bad. But don't blame me, blame him. This is the reason why I said it. I'm keeping it real, right? I wouldn't have never said it if I never came in no jump. I never would have said it. If I never would have came here, I never would have said it. That's why. Listen, that's why I got this now, California. So this is gonna keep all this negative energy away. Last time I didn't have nothing to protect me, so I said stupid. You ain't gonna trick me to say stupid no more. This building is haunted.
You're trying to convince me that a piece of charcoal is going to change anything?
It's going to stop it. Come on, you don't know what this is, but I'm going to tell you.
Just a rock.
It's not just a rock. Okay, it's conscious.
It's a rock.
No, it's not just a rock. But you're going to understand what this is when they put it in the comments, because they understand what I'm doing right now. I'm protecting myself. I'm protecting myself from you, because every time I come here, you get me in some up shit, right?
I would say that you get yourself in some.
How? When you get me every time I come here because you were the person letting it happen. Listen, if just like say Cheese right now. Just like say Cheese. Come on, why you worry about what I'm doing? You don't worry about when I'm getting fucked up. You worry about when I'm smoking. That was just crazy. Just like say Cheese. Just like say Cheese doing Charleston White. You know Charleston White got a big mouth. You know he gonna say some shit.
What are they doing there?
They putting titles on there and making them say crazier than what he said.
So you watch the Charleston White Say Cheese interview and you're just gonna go with his narrative?
Yeah, because Charleston White may say some crazy shit. If you fuck with me, don't make me say worse crazy shit than I already said.
I don't understand Charleston White's argument with that. He said that Say Cheese makes him look bad for content or whatever. And it's like, bruh, all of these streamers, which he kind of looks at it like that. YouTube is bad. YouTube makes them look bad. And then you have all these streamers. Guess what all these streamers do? They all pay clippers to clip things that happen on stream. And guess what those clips end up being is basically almost exactly the same type of negative narratives that you see in the YouTube titles on a platform like Say Cheese. But
here's the problem, though. When you got Say Cheese and Charleston White, they've been together for all this time. Say Cheese should have the understanding, like, look, if he trying to go another way, if he were Aiden Ross, whatever that name, you know that is out right now, he's kind of like, he's a good dude. Yeah. But listen, he is doing what he's doing. When he see Charleston White elevating, then he should automatically stop. Chase Cheese refused to stop because he's making what, $200,000 a month off Charleston White interviews and giving Charleston White 10. So I'll be upset too. $200,000 a month is what he making off Charleston White interviews.
What are you talking about?
That what he making?
$200,000 a month?
That what he making? Everybody knows this. Say Cheese, come on, man. Say Cheese making $200,000 a month off Charleston White only.
$200,000 a month would maybe be like 20 million views.
Right.
Do you think he's getting 20 million views a month?
Who clip up more than him and Vlad? and Cam Capone. You don't do what they do, gang. You don't understand.
I would guess that Say Cheese maybe gets like 5 to 10 million views.
Man, he get $1,000 a minute. He put out a minute at a time.
No.
These niggas put out a minute of content at a time. They get $1,000 a minute.
I actually think that if Sean Cotton is paying Charleston White $10,000 for an interview, that he might be breaking even or making a small profit.
Here's my thing. I've been with you so long. Why come right now you don't see Charleston White with his own thing on Say Cheese thing? Why Say Cheese did the interview with Charleston White? Why haven't we seen Charleston White develop? He been around Aiden Ross for a little bit of time. He developed it. He's doing bigger things. He been Charleston White.
Aiden Ross has a bigger platform than Say Cheese. Yeah, sure.
Say Cheese is bigger if he want to be bigger, but why haven't he helped Charleston White other than interviews? So he's not helping Charleston White at all. Because what he doing not helping him. Give me $10,000 and destroy my name.
But I mean, Sean Cotton built up Charleston White to the point where he started getting paid to do interviews on all these other platforms. So yeah, maybe he's paying him $10,000 for an interview, but he's the reason why Charleston became what he became.
But you know this, right? If you build me up to be a certain place, in order for me to sustain this, I have to change. I have to do something different.
You could say Say Cheese helped put him on, but I wouldn't say he the reason why he's where he at today. Otherwise, everybody else that Say Cheese would have worked with would have been exactly what Charleston White is today. Correct. But nah, man, Charleston been putting in his own work, made it to the point where he was valuable enough to even be brought on a second time. It wasn't like some mutual agreement at the beginning, like, oh, now I'm just gonna have Charleston White on again, and until the whole world understands him the way I do. Like, gang, we not doing that. That going viral. You realized it early. Yeah, you was one of the first ones to build that relationship with him. You feel me? Network with him. Lock that in early. You feel me? That was smart on your part. But we not finna take away from Charleston White, gang. This was going crazy on Instagram. You just ain't know how to monetize. You put a little bread in his pocket, and he reinvested that bread the right way. And that's how he is what he is today, gang. He ain't lying.
So you can't keep on doing the same shit with me over and over again. It's going to destroy me. At this point, Charleston White said so much bad shit about people. I'm surprised he can walk the streets. But I've been moving around with him. He walks streets like he normal. So anytime anything can happen to Charleston White, and we got to blame Say Cheese, because he's the one that steady putting this shit out after Charleston White saying, yo, don't do it no more.
So if Charleston White says things that are considered offensive in interviews and somebody...
Yeah, that's another thing right there too. 607, I gotta disagree with you on. You feel me? Because yeah, he's still going on the platform, and yeah, they still asking bad questions, but he does not have to answer them, especially the way he answers them. He could tell Brady, cut out that segment, hey, come back with some better questions for me, or I'm up out of there. Like how you did with Cam Capone and boys. You know how you do, huh? If you don't like the questions, what you finna do? You finna next question, gang. Gang, come on, gang, next question. Charleston ain't doing that, gang. He gonna answer that bit. He gonna take it off early just to include a baby. Like, where the baby came from? F your baby. Like, Charleston, come on, gang. We trying to rebrand. You said you want to rebrand, nah? You gotta try.
Beats him up. We can't blame him.
Gang.
We can't blame the person who beat him up. We have to blame the guy who gave him a job and allowed him to speak freely on his platform and paid him.
I don't think you understand. I'm saying that Charleston White do got some blame, but some blame got to go on Say Cheese too, because Say Cheese knew. He done made more off of it than Charleston White. Who you think made more money? Charleston White or Say Cheese off the video? Who you think made the most money?
Probably Charleston White, really. Yeah.
Come on, stop. Charleston White made no more money than Say Cheese off them interviews.
I don't think so. Not if he's paying him $10,000 an interview.
He ain't.
His interviews average like 1 million views, which might be 10,000. Roughly,
think he was giving him a percentage from all of the interviews, and I think the percentage.
But Charleston himself has said that he was getting paid $10,000 per interview, which
I don't think that was true.
Good.
Sometimes I feel like maybe he's exaggerating just to make it look good. But I mean, what is the Say Cheese title that makes Charleston White look
goes off, snaps, all this.
Charleston
this
White,
is the problem. Goes off, snaps. Every time you see him, he's going off. He's snapping for clickbait. He's saying something bad about somebody's mother, somebody's child.
I'm just going to
highlight those.
Okay, the Charleston White interview that made NBA YoungBoy ban him. Charleston White banned from YoungBoy Tour face to face. Charleston White on storming off HBCU campus. Charleston White goes off on Lil Uzi Vert and Gilly the Kid.
goes off.
Charleston White explains why he disrespected Charlie Kirk. Charleston White goes off on Young Thug for interrogation video. Charleston White goes off on Devin Haney and Angel Reese.
Yes.
I mean, but is that not an accurate depiction of what he's actually doing in those interviews? Because we all know the reason why you click on a Charleston White interview is quite often because he's going to go off on some famous person or something going on in the culture, and he's funny, he's insightful.
Say Cheese that posted that this was dead. He didn't post that this man was dead, and say he took it down, but he post anything. He didn't post that he was dead. If he go to jail, who the first person is gonna post it? Say Cheese, right? Say Cheese will be the first person to do everything. But Charleston White, guess what he got? He go do comedy shows. Go look at Say Cheese page. You don't see none of the comedy shows on this page. You don't see him promoting none of this. Charleston White water or promoting none of the things that Charleston White do positive. You don't see none of that on this page.
I think there's definitely room for that in his interviews. He's asking them all kinds of stuff.
But he's not highlighting it. But he's not highlighting it. That's not what's on his page. That's not one of his channel. What's on his channel was all the negative stuff, right? The stuff that's gonna get you the views. But sometimes you gotta put someone on this night. Listen, I'm gonna say this, right? When everybody
you almost just said the truth there. Sometimes you gotta title it some crazy shit to get people to watch it. But then when you watch it, realistically, Charleston White might be chilling for most of it.
I'm gonna say this.
He might be promoting his water.
But sometimes you gotta show that you really with a person. Just like when everybody was trolling you with Jason Love, I took upon myself to make a video to say, yo, he didn't get his ass whooped. Yo, he won because he defeated Fury and got in the ring when everybody else was trolling you. I could have said a lot of bad about you, but I chose not to. That's what I'm saying. So he could choose to say something good about Charleston White in a highlighting way. And I put that on my main channel. I say you help more than Jesus. Okay. Right? And a lot of people don't. Who gonna say you help and destroy? I can't say that. I can say that.
Okay, but this is my thing. When I go and do the boxing match against Jason Love, it's like, okay, I know I'm putting myself in a position where people are going to be able to talk, make fun of me, etc., whatever.
For the next 10,000 years.
Yeah, I get it. And I did it anyway. I did it for the money. I did it for the attention.
Yeah.
Why is Charleston White not able to say the same thing about a Say Cheese interview? That he puts himself in the position where he goes off on Charlie Kirk. You already know that when you do an interview and you talk about this dead famous guy that was really popular to a certain segment of society, that people are going to be mad at you. Like, that's just how it goes.
Do you know how much money and situations he lost from that? And Say Cheese could have stopped that at any moment, pulled it down when it was destroying him. Listen, sometimes we all slip up and say something wrong. Just like I slept up and say
why
that.
Is that Say Cheese's responsibility? And what did he lose from talking about Charlie Kirk?
Do you know he was getting toured and white people was messing with him at that moment? White people backed away from Charleston White and didn't want to mess with him no more, right? And that was coming from Say Cheese, his interviews and the light that he get over there. Even when Aiden Ross told him, Aiden Ross said, yo, I put you, man, but look, you doing over with Charleston White, that kind of like make you look bad for branding deals, right?
With Sean Conn? Did Aiden Ross tell him that? I don't have any.
Aiden Ross told him, listen,
I'm going to go out on a limb and say that Aiden Ross doesn't know what Say Cheese is.
Listen, I'm going to say this, like, you see how you got all this stuff and all this stuff, they won't let Charleston White do this stuff with all that stuff. Reason why you got all these brands up here and they can support you and give you checks because No Jumper is a business and it's run professionally because you know how to do both, right? I'm saying Say Cheese got to learn how to do both. I don't got no problem with Say Cheese. I never had a Say Cheese interview. I'm just saying what I observed coming from Charleston White. All I see is negative stuff coming from Say Cheese from everybody. I never see nothing positive on Say Cheese channel.
How is Sean Conn doing anything different than what everybody else is doing?
I never seen nothing positive off his channel. Whenever you seen something positive off Say Cheese channel, no, everybody knows Say Cheese is known for negativity. Everybody in the trenches know that, right? He single-handedly f***ed up the trenches. Everybody know.
You think Sean Cotton
single-handedly?
How is Sean Cotton doing anything different than every other interviewer?
Because the way the way he do it to a way that's so disrespectful. He got the worst disrespectful titles, and he clip it up to make sure you hear it, and he put up every.
No, I disagree. I'm with Adam on this one. You feel me? If anything, Say Cheese, one of the most common collective ones. His questions do be clickbaity. He do ask bad questions, but he don't be cussing and shit. He the most family friendly one.
Enter the word worse than Vlad. Everybody mad at Vlad. It should be mad at Sean. I'm keeping it real. Vlad is one thing, but Sean worse than Vlad. I'm keeping it real, but everybody want to be mad at Vlad, but that's because they can't. They want to be mad at you because Vlad white, so they gonna always put on the white man, but won't put on the black man. But I'm gonna tell you, Sean is worse than Vlad.
I don't even think people are really mad at Vlad about that anymore because everybody's just got to accept that like Vlad was very early on clipping stuff, on maybe titling things a little bit hyperbolically. But if anything, Vlad is so much less than the average person in that regard because people really be out here doing interviews and titling them things that were not said,
like you,
that are super extreme, that are way over the top. Vlad's titles are very, very simple.
Vlad and y'all all the same. Y'all make people look like y'all gonna get somebody hurt and then don't even care about it, and then as soon as they die, y'all gonna post the other video. That's all y'all gonna do.
I'm getting a statement from Aiden Ross. Right?
Yeah.
He said he's on a call, but
but as soon as get fucked up, all no jumper gonna do is post all the old videos about the person once they get fucked up, right? Or you gonna go to the jail cell and say, yo, free Brick, right? We all love Brick. But then them are things that you gonna do, but at the same time, you're gonna do all this good shit. At the same time, you're gonna do some over shit. How you gonna do good if people over at the same time?
How did that fuck over Brick?
Yeah, I ain't say you fuck over Brick. I'm just saying you would do good if fuck over people at the same time. You fucked over me. You always got me fucked up a lot of times, and I thought you was a man. I thought you was.
We definitely have a difference of opinion on that because I feel like you really kind of dug your own hole in that regard.
Nah, I ain't digging the whole game. I feel like you
and nothing happened. The worst you could say is I almost got up, which I disagree with. I think he just was talking to you.
Stop. You wasn't here, bro. So if you wasn't here, don't go around and act like you don't see.
No,
what
I
happened.
talked to everybody in the office, and that's the reason why I was able to ascertain that it wasn't 40 dudes. It was like 10 dudes.
Everybody in your office was scared.
They told me they weren't scared.
They were scared to death. You talk about 10 dudes. What about the Mexicans too? They talk about the blacks. I told you the Mexicans were here with them too.
They would stay out
You
of that.
just said it too.
That's not their politics.
Well, come on, gang. What you mean? I don't know nothing about their politics. I just know the fact. If they in here together, they clapping hands together. When it's time to clap feet, they gonna clap feet on my head. That's all I can think about, right? So I'm just happy I made out the situation. Like I'm willing to I fuck with No Jumper, right? Everybody know No Jumper been serving the trenches with a whole bunch of for thousands of years, and you gonna continue to do it, right? So if you're gonna continue to do it, I might as well do it with you, right? You can't beat them, might as well join them, because you're gonna continue to do what you do to the trenches. So I gotta at least be here to be a high vibrational thing, so they can see something high vibrational here.
Yeah, I agree. No Jumper is great. We're the best, but also it just stands out to me that it's like I bring people on the platform, and then they just come up with these crazy narratives out of thin air, and you are obviously an extreme example of that because you're kind of making it sound like I booked an interview with you in 4Extra so that he would have the opportunity to content. Intimidate and hurt you.
Yes.
Which also the conversation that you had with him was not for content because it wasn't on camera.
It was for content view.
Okay, here we go. Aiden Ross statement. I said, just wanted to ask if you know what Say Cheese is and if you ever told Charleston to stop doing interviews with them because it sounds like cap. He said, no, I never said to stop doing interviews to him anywhere. What do I gain out of that? I'm going to be honest. I don't even know what Say Cheese is. Thank
right.
you.
Listen, of course, Aiden Ross said he probably don't remember. A lot of people listen. I don't know Aiden Ross. Shout out to Aiden Ross. But I'm telling you, y'all go check on my podcast. Charleston White clearly stated this, right? So I'm just saying that the stuff under my investigations, what I heard different things than what you hear, right? But maybe Aiden Ross don't remember. I don't know him. I know he probably too busy putting people together to fight. He's from Rome. He got to be from Rome, Florida. He got to be from Rome because the way he making fight, right? He got to be from Rome,
Florida.
That's what I'm saying.
Florida,
Yeah, he making everybody just fight, right?
He's got a boxing league.
No,
so
he's bringing
people sign up to fight in the boxing league.
Let me tell you something. Right now, he have got everybody thinking that fighting is cool, right? After fighting comes gunshots. So,
but you realize boxing is different than fighting in the streets,
no,
right?
it's not boxing. You put people like King Peel in the ring. King Peel, I don't know fucking boxer.
He didn't book King Peel.
I'm saying. All right, I'm gonna say something. He put you in the ring. You're not no fucking boxer.
In the history of boxing, how many boxing matches have turned into like gunfire?
No,
almost none.
How many street have been involved? Last street did boxing was Mike Tyson, and they damn near had to fuck him up to do it. They had to fuck him in the ass to do it.
I mean, he made millions of dollars.
Yeah, and got fucked. But I'm saying that
he didn't get
Don King was out of Tyson. Everybody know. Everybody know
nobody
this.
has ever said that.
Listen, because I know that don't nobody know I'm half Illuminati, half street. I know Michael. I know he's getting. Who the fuck goes silence that? You ever heard him talk? He's like a straight, a cold. You know he was getting hit.
He was already like that before he became a boxer.
Come on, gang. He was getting hit, and he loved pigeons, and he was getting hit by Don King, and everybody know this. So I'm just saying that you act like this don't happen. But I'm just keeping it real, right? I just want to know this. Why is he making everybody fight? Because of this. Because he is trying to single-handedly destroy the trenches. And he's right now making sure he put that bad blood back in the trenches because the trenches are waking up. We're switching from 3D to 4D right now. We're about to wake up. But Aiden Rossoff came now. He's an agent in disguise, just like you. He's CIA. And right now he is making everybody fight. They're trying to get King Yella to fight. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's positive for King Yella, right?
When has fighting been positive? When have fighting ever helped?
Boxing. It's not the same as
when
fighting.
When have fighting ever helped anybody? That's not good. The sport should be banned. Nobody should be fighting. Everybody should be loving. That's it. Fighting. Everybody should
Do you ever watch a boxing match and they're beating the fuck out of each other? They're going crazy, excited, and then the bell rings, and in between rounds, you see them smile at each other, dap each other.
When have
up.
you seen that happen in the streets?
Because it's a sport.
That don't happen in the streets. Like Ruger will finna.
I know, and that's
up.
why boxing is better than fighting in the street.
So how can you put street in a boxing ring and think they're gonna be boxers? They're gonna still be street. So you know what's gonna happen.
We don't know that. We're at the very, very early stages of rappers becoming like influencer boxers.
Well, I'm gonna tell you, they're gonna get this. gonna start getting shot up by next year. And Aiden Ross and them already know it. The Jews know what the they doing. They seeking and destroying our community. Because right now, there's no money in music, so now they taking over the content, and they making us do the content they want us to do. They making us fight. They making us fight since the Roman days. All they want to do is see us fight so they can see our muscles, because they want to see our big muscles and the way it shine off our skin. That's what they want to see. I'm telling you, what all them Jews want to see.
First time he said some crazy off the wall, but he was 100% accurate. Now he 100% right this time. You feel me? Because them people,
they want to see some big black.
I mean, a lot of us.
Exhibit A. I mean, this should answer a lot of questions right here. This dude right here, man. Exhibit A. Perfect time, Adam.
Want to see big black.
Come on, man.
Not necessarily in the boxing thing.
Come on, man.
It would stand out to me also that, like, in the history of boxing, I don't think anyone's ever seen it.
Listen, you can't do but see a dick in boxing, because the only thing you see is the dick. When you look down, the pants the just be moving, right? You can see it down there.
You actually wear a groin guard so that nobody's able to see.
You see it up the ass part, because they put I heard when you box, they got to put your dick between your ass. I heard that when you box. Is that true? I heard they got to take your and put it between your ass when you.
Hey, keep your foolishness away from the boxers. Keep the boxers out of this.
Box.
Where they beat your.
I heard that.
That would be more uncomfortable than.
That's what I heard. I don't know. That's why I don't do no fighting. Right? I heard fighting is. If you got to fight to get your point across, you could just talk to a person and really come to an understanding before you fight a person. So I just think that what Aiden Ross, and though I love Aiden Ross, I don't got a problem with what he doing, but I got a problem with what he doing. I think what he doing, he gonna single-handedly destroy the black community, right? And he gonna destroy it single-handedly, right? Because everybody now is trying to fight. Why everybody trying to fight right now? Because they see him doing it. This came out of nowhere, famous as right? And now he done put this fight demon in the streets. Now everybody fighting. You say he ain't do this with King Peel, but I guarantee he influenced it. So if he influenced it, he did it. Because nobody was thinking about fighting until he started doing it. Now everybody's around fighting.
I think the important thing to note is that it's very, very important that we create this boxing apparatus because it's positive for the people involved.
Ain't nothing positive about fighting.
Everybody involved thinks it's positive.
Ain't nothing positive about fighting. Listen, I'm telling you this. It's positive. It's like they whoop and get trolled enough, and then they gotta ride back. You must don't know these street niggas' mentality. They are emotional beings. They emotional creatures.
The world would be way better if the presidents would just get in a boxing ring and duke that shit out like that. You feel me? Instead of throwing innocent civilians into the matter into their shenanigans, and we ain't got no say in what this and what do go that. You feel me? World would be so much better of a place, gang, if they just handle shit with hands. Get in that ring, couple rounds. Whoever win, mano y mano, y'all. All that blickathon, y'all trying to invent new shit to blow up even more bigger than the first. Like, get your on, get in that ring, fight your fade. You talking all this rah-rah about them other people. Get in that ring.
You ain't lying.
Get your ass beat and live to see another day. Goof ass. And sit with that sorrow if you got your ass whooped too. Sit with that guilt and all that shit you was thinking you were finna do. But you couldn't win.
They don't think logically, and you know that. Listen, they brain cannot open to think logically because it cannot open because they are trauma. They got too much trauma in their mind, so they can't think logically. As soon as they get f***ed up, they're gonna troll. See what happened to Dirk? He got trolled one time and trolled himself straight to jail. Right? Sly Favon, now he in jail.
Whose fault is that? His or the internet?
It's the government fault because they closed our brain. Listen, they closed the part of our brain, so now
it's the government's fault that Lil Dirk hired assassins to go.
Yes, it's all the government fault because they listen. Let me tell you, they hijack.
I appreciate that your lack of accountability extends to others as well.
They hijack. What have I told you? They hijack your body with the food, and then you think you moving, but the food actually moving, right? Everything inside of your body is moving, but you not moving. They took over your body by giving you certain kind of foods. That's what I'm telling you. What they do, and they put certain kind of music in your ear, and now you become this music that you hear. They doing this on purpose because they know that this like the world we live in is quantum physics, right? It's a quantum world. It's not like a physical world. So everything that happened, it kind of happened from your mind. So they take control of your mind. They take control of your physical world.
Hold on now. He talk about a whole bunch of something. I normally would say a whole bunch of, but it's a whole bunch of something there. He just, I don't know.
So they up Dirt world, they up our world by taking control of our minds, right? So I don't think you understand. So they did do it because they the ones sent to the school. Nobody should go to school. School is for fools. But the moment they take you to school, they take you to school to get programmed. And I can prove it.
Listen, you think school is for fools?
Let me tell you why.
School is like the number one way that somebody born in poor conditions can elevate in life.
Let me tell you how. Listen, the elevate in life I can do this. I'm gonna say this. Everybody watching this. If you a kid and you just teach that kid one thing, right? Say that kid was born in a family and they was born in a family with nothing but love and peace, and they never saw hate, they never saw jealousy, then that child would be a perfect child without no traditional learning system because you instill love and honesty and trust in that child. That's what you need. Listen, reason why you got as far as you got because you got integrity. Because you know what you say? I told you. Listen, I'm telling you why. Because if you say you're going to pay somebody, you pay them, right? You don't play no games. You have integrity.
Thank you.
That's how you get so far. So what I'm saying is we don't possess that in the trenches. They took that away from us when they poisoned us with the food. So now you're dealing with it's just like the monkeys. That's why Trump turned Obama to monkeys. Because they
poison us with lack of food. Now that's a hell of a drug, boy. Poverty? Crash out. Let me get that, boy. Let me get all that.
The monkeys. I'm keeping it real.
He said he didn't even post that.
I don't give a f. If he did, he need to post it. He need to post it. He need to post it because ain't nothing but monkey because they running around. When you see a monkey, what do a monkey do? If you watch a monkey in the cage, monkey gonna be act like a regular monkey. But as soon as you start watching that monkey, act like that. Yeah, the monkey gonna turn to a monkey. What do a nigga do when you start watching it? They start acting, they start performing, right? So they know when they get in the ring, they start performing, right? I'm gonna say this, and everybody watching this, I love everybody, but I just don't like the fighting spirit, right? They should ban that. Nobody should be fighting that. I'm just keeping it real.
Boxing.
I ain't gonna lie, gang. I ain't with you on that, bro. I feel like the fighting spirit way better than the crash out mentality, especially in today's day and age with all this technology and all these cameras and documentation from the satellites to the stoplights. You're not getting away. You feel me? So basically what I'm saying is we should bring some form of mutual combat back. You feel me? Like what hands is involved and people go ahead and settle out their differences like that. Like men, you know? You can still die in the ring, sadly. But it's true, man. Hey, if you really trying to do it to it, do it to his ass and allow the time. If you really live it like that.
He ain't lying.
All that, you need artillery, you finna throw your life away. Come on, gang. You're not getting away. Let's just start there.
Should be banned.
Yeah, it's been banned for it. Nobody,
It's such like an antiquated viewpoint.
I think fighting should be banned. I think fighting should be banned. Judgmental things should be banned. I think church should be banned. I think
internet beefing should be banned. Yeah. Doing on the internet, incriminating yourself and leaving documentation for the police to go ahead and put the pieces together and lock your ass up before you ever even got a chance to do anything. That should be banned, gang. Starts a whole bunch of unnecessary violence that shouldn't be. You heard me? Man, bring back the fighting game. Fuck all that, man. King said them boys used to have the fighting. Just go in like 2 bands at the end of that. What's the name had the fighting? Aiden Ross be having the beef fights. He be trying to get the rappers in there, dropping M's, all types of, boy, he dropping money. You scared to get in there for that bread too, guy? At least the bread. Some of these taking the L, like the Island Boys, and I don't even blame them. They taking the L against a like Charleston White just because they know they getting their guaranteed $50,000. Pay me my money. What?
Religion should be banned. I think the Muslims should be banned. I think the Jews should be banned.
What should all the people who love boxing?
I think love should be banned. Love is not real.
What should all the people who love boxing and appreciate it from a cultural standpoint and they love the science, the sweet science as they call it, like what should happen to them? Because I feel like obviously what's going to happen is if you ban boxing, you're going to then have like underground fight clubs pop up.
First of all, let me tell you why they love boxing. Did you know this? That they bring everybody that's watching that shit, they have visualized they self fighting, so they are dangerous. Everybody that's watching fighting, they are people that like to fight. They are chaotic, right? And that is their dose, right? If they see people fight, they don't got to fight. But everybody that leader,
I feel like police should stop arresting people for fighting, unless they cause some type of ruckus and a whole bunch of random people is getting into it. You feel me? Like a jumping or something like that, something of that nature, or a whole bunch of random civilians is getting involved that shouldn't have been involved. Like, it was just a circle, a group fight. Boom, they got their little dukes in. They broke it up after the, you feel me? Everybody got their little videos. That should be legalized. You feel me? I feel like that's what got a whole bunch of the crime going up. Because you're not even allowed to throw down. Them not even wanting to throw down. That's why they don't want to throw down no more, because they damn near made that more of a crime.
I guarantee you, they go home and they start fighting.
They
fight their wife, they fight their kids, they fight everybody. If you watch that shit, you gonna become that shit. So if you don't watch no fighting, you ain't gonna do no fighting. That's what I'm saying. It take control of your.
Do it like hockey, man. Soon they hit the ground, it's over. Until they hit the ground, oh no, yeah, you heard me. Let it go.
Mine. I don't think you understand what I'm saying, Adam. You're just looking at it like to a regular sense. Okay, nothing but fighting.
See
but
who the bigger man.
That fighting up everybody. I can tell you this, right? We love America, but in America they had thing when they was going to war, and guess what? They couldn't win the wars because they didn't have no fast enough guns. So somebody invented the gun. They invented the gun that was like boom, that shoot 15 rounds. He died. when he died, his wife was haunted by everybody that gun killed. See, I don't think you understand what's really going on in this world.
For the record, I don't believe in ghosts.
Yeah. I don't think you a ghost.
It's not really going to be compelling to me.
Listen, I'm just keeping it real. Only thing that you ever said good that people don't understand is you don't believe in God because there is none. Let me tell you how I know. Because everybody on this physical level right here, we just wanted to be a creator. We wanted to be a creator because we came here to love kids. But I'm tell you this: everybody in this circle been reincarnated.
So you don't believe in God, but you do believe in ghosts that haunt people who invent guns.
No, I don't believe in God in the sense that everybody give it to him, right? I don't believe a God that need to be worshipped. I believe in a creator that created everything that doesn't need no worship and praise. It's totally different. It's totally different the way they give us a God. They're gonna give us a God until it's a man, right? Or they're gonna give us a God until it's a woman. Or they give us a God and give us rules. There is no rules, right? So I don't believe in a God that come with rules because there is no rules. I'm here to not learn. I'm here to observe everything and just have good while I'm doing it.
So, okay, I'm just going to ask you this question.
Ask me anything
Are you still sticking with the idea that you were responsible for 4Extra blowing his hand off? Because King Yellow was kind of doubling down on that.
Let me say this. Everybody know that. I'm just going to explain to you like this. So, just like I got this here, you live in a world to where you don't understand. It's a physical world and it's also a spiritual world. The spiritual world kind of controls the physical world, not the other way around. So it's people around me that you cannot see that that don't want me to get touched or disrespected. It wasn't the fact that he touched my cup. Everybody think that he touched my cup is what happened, but let me tell you what happened, right? He touched my cup. This water, this is spiritual protected water, it fell over, right?
You put money in the water.
Yeah, when this water fell over, you see the guy that was with me, he touched that water. When he touched that water, he did like his hand like this and he clapped 4Extra hand with that water. That activated it. Right, so once he clapped 4Extra hand with that water and it connected with that activated it because the water is conscious, is alive. Right, at that point it activated. So it wasn't me, it was him.
I just don't understand how you don't believe in God, but you do believe in all those other.
Because energy is.
Now.
How can you not believe in energy when everything is energy? When under matter is energy. Now. I'm not saying that. There is no God. I'm saying there is no God in the sense that everybody want to believe there is. I'm saying that people understand that this whole world is energy. It's about energy and frequency and vibrations. So they're trying to take that and replace that with a God. You can't do that because the energy and frequency and vibration was here forever, just like we was here forever, right? We in a circle. In a circle, we just keep going round and round and round.
I'm gonna be honest with you. I'm now remembering how.
Oh, you can remember?
Or just how taxing it can be to have conversations with you, and you keep bringing up this.
I'm keeping it ready. This ain't no real. Stop.
I gotta ask something like more.
Get him, Adam.
Concrete. How do you feel about 4Extra turning his back on No Jumper?
This is how I feel, right?
and especially the fact that I put out a music video dissing him.
This is how I feel. I'm gonna be honest with you. When you first broke the news with 4Extra, right? I didn't look at it as disrespect. I don't even see how 4Extra could look at it as disrespect. That's how I first thought.
I don't even think we broke the news. Tons of pages posted it before us.
I'm gonna tell you who broke the news for real. It came to my phone via text from Whack 100 before I seen it on No Jumper. Before I seen anybody, I got it from Whack 100 first. So I'm like, okay, cool. And
we kind of thought the photo was AI. We were all talking about it for a while before we actually decided we could post it.
I heard somebody from his neighborhood took the pictures and sent it out. That's what I heard. So
it had to have been somebody who was at least in his neighborhood.
Right. Yeah. So I don't got nothing to do with that. So at that time, I thought like, okay, cool. I don't know if it was content. I don't know what was going on. I know he was saying $50,000 an interview. I reached out to him. He said $50,000 an interview. I said I think it must blew off part of his head.
So he said that to you too?
Yeah. I thought his brain had got hit by his head.
A lot of people are acting like we invented that.
No, he said, I was like, what's wrong with his head? Is he okay? That's what I thought. So at that point, I was like, you know what? Okay, go back to No Jumper. Now, I'm gonna be honest with you. Did I think he will last after No Jumper? No, because I thought that you gave him something that Cam Capone nobody can give him. You gave him structure, right? Like you got him to sit down here and he got to act like and ask questions and do good interviews, right? He's not gonna be able to do that over there because can't nobody get him to do that. They just let him do what the they want to do because he's
on Cam Capone.
Yeah, he gonna do what he want to do with Cam Capone. Whatever he want to do over here. I don't give nobody say you can't do what you want to do in No Jumper.
I mean, his first interview back with Cam Capone was like 80% me.
Yeah,
which is kind of wild.
It's gonna be all you.
And then a lot of the rest of it was him just sort of ranting about like how he likes being a dad. Cool. Like I'll let you talk about that for sure, but you can't do a whole interview about how you like being a dad.
No, I mean, right now I'm gonna say this. Right now, and I'm gonna say this for us. If you watch this, I'm gonna say this. Right now, you went through a tragedy situation, and right now you will get love from the same people that will leave you if you don't do nothing new. Right now, people are showing love to you because you got that cast on your hand. The moment you unwrap it, then you gonna see what's really going on. People gonna quit feeling sorry for you. They're gonna start like, okay, cool, you're a regular person. So I'm just telling you, you need to create some type of real narrative outside of what you're doing, right? Because what you're doing right now, I don't seem to 100% like it, but I don't dislike it.
He's doing cardio in jeans.
Yeah, I don't like it.
He's doing burpees.
Yeah, I don't like it because I see him do one thing. He's trying to do pull-ups with his hand and I'm like, man, come on, what are you doing? Right? Come on, do some content, right? You see what go up when they walk around your hood, do the vlogs, start doing your hood vlogs by yourself, right? Because when Trap Lloyd Ross went there, it did good.
It did, but that was like the first thing that they saw after the hand.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Because, okay, my observation that was kind of mind-blowing to me is that the full Cam Capone interview that he did has, I think, 10,000 views.
Right.
Every interview we did with him was like 500,000.
Right, because you got to understand that.
I don't understand how, like, that is a pretty spectacular fall off.
I just said why. It's not that a fall off. You gave him occasions, you gave him narrative, you gave him something where we could listen to him a lot of times. So I'm thinking, he over there getting yelled the whole time. Like, he just did a video right now talking about he got Bobby Smurder, and I couldn't understand it because he was screaming the whole time. Yeah. So calm down, slow down. We know you're excited, right? We know you love it here, right? But we need to understand you sometimes too. Yeah. And I think sometimes it's kind of like hard to understand for extra.
But Cam Capone should be able to like rein him in a little bit during the interview and make it make sense.
Right. I mean, it's kind of hard when you're not giving them instruction with Cam Capone. Listen, I love Cam Capone too, but Cam Capone, he asked the same question to everybody. So it's like he searched random news and then he asked everybody the same question. So he don't really understand media, I gotta say, but he's just in a position to where, okay, cool, I got some people from LA, some other people, I can give them some money and people want to hear about these people. Do Cam Capone completely know how to run a media company? I gotta say no, right?
Well, you've probably done like 50 interviews for him, haven't you?
That's what I'm saying. I did a lot of interviews for him. I'm just saying that I'm not saying Cam Capone is not a good person, but I'm saying when it comes to running a structured business,
Capone, boy. Next question, Cam. Cam, come on, next question, Cam. You ain't got no better question. We be telling Cam, you better use ChatGPT, gang. Now, I see what Unc talk about, gang. Unc do be liking on the questions when it comes to Cam Capone. Cam, next question. He been getting better, though. He be getting better through Unc's guidance. You could tell behind the scene, he really listened to Unc. They probably be conversating and Unc trying to help him out. Like, hey, man, you might want to try asking these type of questions. Have the questions ready. Don't just be waiting for me. Don't leave too much ideal time. It's just a whole bunch of blank spaces, gang. What you doing? Next question. If you see I'm done talking, I get the space and not looking at Sophia and gang. I'm transforming. Next question, Cam. Next question. You ain't lying. And Cam been putting in that work, boy. I seen the growth.
I'm saying, like, no jumper. You do podcasts, you do news. He just do news and try to mix news with everything. He call it the same news. He don't have different entities for his business. It's all the same thing, right? So that's what I'm saying. You putting 4 Extra in his box, and like 4 Extra really can't be in a box because you got to design a box for 4 Extra, kind of like what you did.
I mean, what will be interesting is if he keeps doing interviews and like how often they do it, and
no,
because from my perspective, that first interview back, they talked about the firework thing a little bit. And he talked about me a lot, but they didn't really talk about anything else.
No, but he said,
which part of it because he won't talk about anything with his neighborhood.
No, but he said
which that makes sense. But
no, it ain't that. It's just that first of all, he wouldn't talk about. I don't know if you noticed this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say it, and everybody watching this know he didn't choose to speak about fighting you until he realized that you couldn't fight. Yeah. Right? Once he realized you couldn't fight, then he said, "I'll fight." No, you can't fight now.
That's why I'm kind of feeling like he needs to get through King Pill before he gets to me.
Right? No, listen. You can't listen. Once he did that, I said, what the f? He should not say nothing. Like, why the f would you say something now when he see you get his ass whooped?
Yeah,
right.
I challenged him to the fight. Did the diss song? Challenged him to a boxing match. No response.
That would have been him in the ring.
Or I guess he did respond at one point. He kind of said like, "Nah, I ain't gonna fight you." Then I get my ass whooped by Jason Love, and now he wants to fight. But he also turned down King Pill. So my whole thing is like, this is how you lose the people. When they see that you're not really like consistent.
I'm doing an interview. So when I got done doing the interview, I look outside. I have no car. Now, mind you, that's when I come down from the spirit and I start getting like, I ain't gonna lie, you get kind of nervous then. Like, damn, where my car at? There's no car here. Gumby going with my driver, and I'm surrounded by all these bloods. Right? And so Gumby pulled up. When Gumby pulling up, this to make me so mad. Like, it's so many bloods. Like, mind you, it's all bloods right here in front of the Cam Capone house, and it's me and the thing. Now, when Gumby pulling up, the blood's standing right here. So I'm like, stop the car. I'm on the phone. They won't stop the car because it's all these bloods. I'm like, man, stop the car. Stop the fucking car. So I'm yelling, stop the fucking car while chasing the fucking car down the street. So I'm chasing the car down halfway down the street. So I finally get in the fucking car. Gumby like, no, we ain't leaving. The homie's on the way. We about to kill For what? Nothing happened. You can tell by 4 extra scream that it's not the same scream. Go back, listen to his old video when he was in No Jumper, he was screaming. You're going to hear a different scream. You're going to hear a scream from down here, like a scream that I'll f you up. Now the scream that you hear is kind of like a protective scream. It's like a scream under the scream. It's not the same scream, right? So I think 4 extra understand that he really can't defend himself right now. I think he knows this. I think he knows this to a point. But
see, that right there is like the most offensive thing in the world to him. The idea that he is not actually able to physically take care of himself at this point.
You can't. I mean,
which obviously you lose a hand. Yeah, that's going to really make it so that's a lot harder.
Everything that you have was built on fighting. Back to Aiden Ross. Everything can be built on fighting. Listen, right now, 4 extra, if you watch this, you cannot talk about whooping people no more, whooping no ass no more, because we cannot believe you. We cannot believe you until you get in the ring and fight some.
Yeah, we been stopped believing him, man. He ducked too much phase, bro. When he wouldn't fight Aaron the Plumber, I was done with 4 extra. I was done with 4 extra. Like, you ain't gonna fight Aaron the Plumber. Gang, he ain't turned on the fade yet, and I don't think he won one. You might as well get in there before Aaron the Plumber. He's scared of Aaron the Plumber. Hell nah.
He ain't lying.
You lost me, and that was before the hand incident. So nah, I ain't giving him no more excuses.
Body with 2 hands, or go fight somebody with
like
1 hand.
Years.
If you gonna fight. But I'm gonna say this 4 extra: stop fighting.
Footage,
right?
nothing.
You got something going with Cam Capone. If you can grab you a narrative, I don't know why you keep doing.
Told me he was gonna fight Space Monster. You lied to me.
That music, I can't say I like it too much. No, I can't say I like it too much. Right? I gotta keep it real. Right? I can't say I like it too much, but I can say nice try. Right, nice try. I mean, I see you trying to find something. He like somebody who's trying to find something to do and really don't know what to do. But as long as he's not in the streets, I'm happy.
As long as he trying.
Because like the crazy thing was after he blew his hand off, I was thinking like he's gonna have to find stuff to talk about besides being tough. Yeah. So then all of a sudden you see him with a big ass thing of money.
Right.
And he's like playing with the money and but then it's a problem because he can't really count the money.
No, that was the same money. I don't know if people pay attention, but he had that money. I only seen it one time. That's when Trap Lloyd Ross did that walkthrough. I think Trap Lloyd paid him that money.
No, but Trap Lloyd didn't give him any money. He just volunteered his time for free.
He ain't giving no money for that? So why
he was doing him a favor.
Up.
He went there and like starred in this video with him that was supposed to be for his channel, but then they ended up putting it on Cam Capone.
Right. Okay. Yeah.
So that's why Trap was pissed.
I think what Cam Capone doing when he do it become a CC, he buy their content. So what I'm saying is he give you money and then you can give him content for the channel. So he give you $500 per video and you'll give him video after video after video, but they're only $500. So you, no matter what it.
Like World Star in reverse. Oh, he got a good. That's a good platform right there. You feel me? I'd pay him to post a music video or something of that nature. It sounds like a good thing for artists to do. You feel me? He got a platform. Y'all can fuck around, hit that boy up. He might pay you to post your music video. It ain't gonna work like that though. You feel me? If y'all boys ain't got no name or nothing. But hey, you might could pay him to get your posted on his. Might be a million views on accident.
Do you make $500? So if he got the type of deal I think he got with Cam Capone, he made about $500.
It got a ring to it.
That's a far cry from 50,000.
I'm saying I'm keeping it real. That what Cam Capone pay. Listen, I'm just saying when you dealing with people, you know what they pay. You gotta say you know what they pay. I'm gonna say this. 4 extra. I don't think he's too talented in the rap area. I think right now he's making himself good to be a positive role model for dad. I think he opened up a daycare.
Oh
wow.
I think that'd be something he probably could do. I mean, that's something he do good. He's been a good father, right? He's doing that good.
I do support and encourage that part. However,
he a felon.
You'd really have to be an interesting person to say like, yeah, I want to put my kids in the daycare that's owned by like arguably one of the most.
Even Adam don't approve. It's a lot of things Adam approve, and he said no. You know that is not no good sign. What I'm talking about?
Most high-profile gang members in the city.
Yeah, he is gang member. Listen, but I'm
maybe
saying,
he could be like a silent investor.
Yeah, maybe so. But I just know that if 4 extra expect to be here next year or even next 6 months, it gotta change.
You gotta switch it up.
Yeah, I think right now people are happy because like we just now see you on the internet. Like we ain't see you in a while. We see you, but once we see you, you keep doing the same shit. You gotta do something else. Here, you know, different guests, different things going on. No jumper. You know, you got a lot of shit to keep people hot. You know what I'm saying? But I don't think Cam Capone was gonna mix them like that. Cause like people want to get on No Jumper. I don't think people want to get on Cam Capone. You know what I'm saying? They want to get the money, but I don't think people like think about, hey, I want to go get on Cam Capone.
I was thinking about that just in the sense that I was thinking about King Pill and you on camera together, and then I was like, wait, didn't Cam Capone already do that? But I didn't watch it. Did you do that episode?
Yeah, I did that.
See.
Listen, it took up. Listen, I'm gonna tell you why I took up. The only reason why I took up because he was smart. He capitalized off the blood situation that you did. He knew King Pill was a blood.
Oh yeah,
and so that's why he did it. And it went up because I was sitting next to a blood after that. What happened?
But now he's not a blood anymore.
He never was a blood. I don't know what's. I don't know. Ain't he a belly dancer?
King Pill?
Yeah.
He has a belly, and I think he dances sometimes.
My thing is this. This is what I'm saying. I love King Pill. My thing is this, right? After you off, lost your manager, went up everybody, all relationships you had, don't get to the bottom and then say sorry. Listen, I love King Pill, right? Don't get to the bottom and say sorry, because that kind of like made me think like, damn, why would you do it in the first place, right? You should have thought, but maybe it was the drugs. Now, if he not off them drugs no more, then I deal with
But
him.
was King Pill ever on
Maybe
drugs?
He
I think somebody said he was on some kind of like pills or something.
I mean, I've been around him kind of a lot, and I never... Like, he said he was on mushrooms that when he got in the weird argument on the podcast.
Drugs. He that say that his daddy was a Crip and he a blood while being a blood, kind of got to be on drugs, right?
My dad is from East Coast Crip.
Yeah, he's tripping. And then he come up with this act like, here go my thing. Even when he was pressing you, I was kind of like, damn, why you got the phone? Put the phone down. At this point, you're just doing it for content. And like, here go my thing. If you're doing this shit for content, then just stop. Right? That's my thing. Just stop. But I'm going to say this. I didn't know about King Pill till you went and got him. And I seen y'all went to New York together. And then you put that song on No Jumper. Like, damn, this hard. And that song was hard.
That was a good song. He did do Cam Capone before me, though. I got to give him credit.
I didn't see it. I only saw him when you did that and went to New York. I think at that time you was doing some different shit with No Jumper. Y'all was going out.
Traveling a little more.
Yeah. So I was seeing that like, damn, that shit is tough, right? I'm like, cool. So I seen him, he had the big long red little rag on, as long as I'm like, cool. So I thought it was gonna be a good thing, and then he came up here and did that shit. Like, damn, I saw him having a better career over here than Cam Capone. I always see that because like Cam Capone is the news. Big homie CC is good for Cam Capone because he want to talk the news.
But I'm gonna be real, like King Pill, I think as a podcaster, he's good, but I don't think that he needs to be like sitting in front of the camera talking about the news every week. And as a rapper, he's good, but it's not like gonna take over the world or anything. Obviously, almost nobody's raps are taking over the world, but I feel like if he...
My shit was muted? Damn. I was saying because of copyright, gang. I was saying if it wasn't because of copyright, most of the music would still be going on. Adam 22 would probably still be signing rappers. You feel me? We still have reaction content like DJ Ghost and other things. I was muted, so I'm going to just go ahead and play the video. I know that was probably a bad experience right there. My fault, y'all boy.
Wins a couple boxing matches, the people are going to start to really...
He can't win a fight.
You don't think?
I don't think he can win a fight. No.
He's got to fight Thursday.
That dude was manhandling him.
You still going to be here?
Yes. Listen.
Come to the fight.
I'm coming.
Ooh,
listen, that dude was manhandling him in here. I swear he was. Like, he took it light on King Pill, too. Like, when King Pill tried to come back at the end, like, when his ass was showing tried to come back at the end, he was already still manhandling.
But did you see the clip of them arm wrestling?
I didn't see that
King Pill. Boom. A lot stronger than them.
Listen,
at least for arm wrestling.
I'm gonna say that I've seen King Pill. He went down in the nigga hood, in the blood hood, but he went out. I'm saying that he act like he want to fight, but I'm just saying when it come to fighting, I don't think that he got the right stamina for fighting. He's like a sumo wrestler.
He's fat.
Yeah, I don't think he's gonna have enough. He got a bit of fight game. He's gonna lose. He's gonna lose the fight, and it's gonna be over with.
You can have good cardio and be fat as. I don't know. Yeah. We'll find out.
Aaron the plumber don't even got good cardio, and he ripped to death. He like a. He can't fight for 5 seconds.
But how do you know? He has never had a fight.
I'm saying he be down in 5 seconds. Every time I see him fight, he on the ground within 5 seconds. He can't have no stamina.
But a boxing match is different than a street fight.
Listen, a boxing match and a street match is the fucking same. You throwing punches, you got to duck them and swing back.
I mean, I'm just saying that like most street fights last like a minute at most.
Right.
Whereas a boxing match is like, 5 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever it is. It's like, it's really like way more of a test to your cardio.
Right. And speaking of Aaron the plumber, he got a real bad animosity with you. You interviewed his baby mama.
Yeah.
You trying to do a lot with him. He just told me to tell you, you. Right. I mean, I don't know. But he say me too. Because I think he kind of like psycho. I think he kind of like drink a lot and he be like going crazy. He gonna say one thing and then he kind of like nervous and scary.
So he does drink a lot?
He drink a lot and he kind of like nervous and scary. I invited him over to the content house and crazy. He told me he had a problem with big homie CC. I'm thinking like, you got a problem with big homie CC. Now I tell him, I'm gonna have big homie CC over so y'all can talk. Now when he came over with a girl. Now when he came over, big homie CC there. Big homie CC yelling and screaming. He just sitting there quiet. And then I'm looking around, next thing you know, he leave. And then he on the internet talking all this shit like I set him up. Nigga, I told you what was gonna happen. But he got in a situation, didn't want to do shit, but then leave, so he gonna big homie CC ass, but he was just right there in front of his face. I'm like,
I mean, Aaron the plumber, like, he's dealing with image issues bad because he had a fight lined up for Miami on my fight, ducked it, just didn't want to do it, you know, and it's like he turned down the fight with me, which really looks crazy now. So in general, it's like, you know, he's another one who came out, his whole image was about fighting, being tough, about having some good catchphrases. Basically, he's like baby 4 extra. He's like the non-gang member 4 extra.
But he say he didn't want to fight you because he didn't want to make No Jumper, but that's kind of crazy because No Jumper is bigger than him. So
and if he beat my ass in a boxing ring, that is going to hurt No Jumper, if anything, right? I mean, I would kind of argue that it doesn't really hurt No Jumper because who the f cares? But I mean, that would be bad for No Jumper. If he wanted to damage No Jumper, the number one thing you should do is want to whoop the founder of No Jumper's ass in a boxing ring.
I think he got a damaged relationship. You got to look at it. It didn't work out with Zeus, right? He went over there to talk, called the Illuminati, and then he sat down on my page and he want them back.
Oh, for real? Zeus is not following him anymore?
No, not for everywhere he go. People see he get drunk, they don't fuck with him no more.
Does he really drink that much?
Listen, he was drink. Listen, what he told me. He told me the story. That's kind of crazy. I shouldn't even be saying this, but I'm gonna say it. Okay. He's saying that he was drunk and he was in the car with Charleston White, right? He said he was in the car with Charleston White. He was drunk. He said he had a gun on him, right? And he said Charleston White told him, "Yo, hey, let me see your gun, man, because like you go ahead and go in." He said he went back to the car. He went to sleep. He got drunk. He said when he left, he got dropped off. When he got dropped off, he knows he had a different gun. He said they done swapped the guns on him and shit. He said he called back like, man, woo, let me get my gun back, woo. So on the streets just play him like, they play him just like a bitch. So nobody respect him because he gets so drunk and he can't even control what it is that he's doing. And that's true story. That's what I'm on. That's what he told me. I'm like, damn, you got your gun took like that.
Did they replace it with another gun?
With a
like a fake gun?
No, not no fake gun. It was a high point. But my thing, if you got a Glock and you know what you got, why would you even get a high point? My thing is he knew he had a high point when he got in the car, when he went in the house, but he didn't want to say nothing until he got on the phone because he already knew he was. How the fuck can you pick up a gun that he talking about?
That boy picked up a brick. Boy, you know that ain't your. Boy, you holding a big bulky brick in your phone for like a cup. Talk about some this the G, this the G right here. No, that's not. He ain't lying. Boy, you knew something was up. Boy, you should have been double checked that. Yo, you got your shit took by Charleston? Oh, nah.
I was asleep. I didn't notice. Man, you noticed that was a different gun. But why you gonna say something now? Right? He didn't say nothing. He just walked the fuck away.
Wow.
That's true story. But I'm saying that's just to be weird that I'll be noticing. I'm like, damn, okay, cool. You a good person, and evidently drinking is the problem because you cool when you're not drinking.
Okay, so this is my main issue with you that I really want to bring up.
Right.
I interviewed Fleece Johnson.
Right.
You have been engaged in a months-long sexual relationship.
I got it from you. Listen,
all I did was interview him. You fucking
stop playing on me. Listen, I got it from you. No, I ain't on my.
You're a bottom.
Stop playing me before I fuck you.
You're the bottom.
No, stop playing me before I fuck you. Right? And listen, I don't even fuck men, but for you, I'll make an exception because you keep on playing. Right? I'm not even playing. I'm just keeping it real. Right?
Nobody's fucking me.
I'm just saying for the record. Fleece Johnson did not touch me. Listen, I'm gonna say this. Right?
The streets are talking.
No, the streets can't talk. They just talking to. I did a 20 versus 1 with him, right? And I'm gonna say this: when it comes to Fleece Johnson, I saw him first.
Nah, I seen the title by Snowed In together with Fleece. I think it was a vlog. I ain't watched that one. Yet, but I seen the title though. Boy, I'm like, oh, I ain't watching this shit. But nah, boy, it might be something what that boy Adam's talking about. Boy, do I gotta go spin back and do some investigating? Snowed In with Fleece Johnson. What the hell do you mean? He ain't lying. Snowed in. What was you trying to insinuate, huh? Oh,
I didn't see the Boondocks. I saw him on your platform. I swear to God. So I'm like, damn. At that time, I'm like, I was mad. I'm like, man, everybody that fucking Adam do, I'm gonna do behind him and try to do more numbers. So that's how I knew him. I'm like, man, anybody you do, I was going to do. So I got it from you. So I don't know if you him, but I sure didn't. Right?
I didn't.
Yeah, I met him from you.
I interviewed him remotely. I've never been in the same room as him.
I met him from you. My problem is he got a problem with Vlad. He said Vlad made $10 million off him, posting fake shit.
He keeps talking about it.
Yeah, he said Vlad. Listen, I'm saying
Vlad refused to interview him because he said he didn't want to interview a gay.
He never nobody. What he say?
That's what he told me too.
He said you cannot pull up one person that have. But
I agree.
I told you, bro, it was happening in reverse. His stories that he was telling was what happened to him. Why you think he missing all his teeth, gang? He was the victim. He's 6'07" Uncle Charleston White height in real life. If you believe that was a monster gang, you will also be a victim like him behind the walls. He ain't lying.
I mean, that's like the common perception of him is that he was. But I mean, I don't really see any real reason to believe that. That's just prison.
How can you the willing?
We don't know what's happening in prison.
He grew up in that gang. They sent him there as a juvenile. I mean, he was been getting fondled. His teeth was missing because that was damage control. He got reports for biting people, gang. Why would you be biting people if you the one over here putting BTA? Exactly.
Do know because he telling you he was in jail for 40 years. He wasn't
talking about all these different dudes, but he's not talking about like, I was him. He's talking about just him.
But you had him say some shit. You had him talk about him actually getting touched.
He was molested, and then he killed the guy who molested him.
Yeah.
He kind of skirted around it a little bit, but that's basically what
that's crazy. But how you get that out of him? Everybody else interviewed him. Nobody got that out of him. You got that out of him.
Yeah.
But
a lot of people kind of have that story. Like Kevin Gates damn near was saying that in an interview the other day. Yeah, he got as a kid, I guess, and he killed the guy.
No, listen, they keep on saying they kill people that to them because they just want to sound tough. I don't think kids really people. I think that's the backup. Listen, I'm gonna say this. If they got over it, then they won't have to say they killed them. They'll say, look, I got raped, right? And then you'll stand strong for that. The moment you got to say that you hurt somebody, it's kind of like, so that still hurt you. Like you still suffer from
I feel like, you grow up and it's like, how are you not? Like okay, you would kill somebody for killing your homie, right? Like that's the gangster code.
Right.
If somebody did permanent damage to you right now by raping the innocent version of you that was a child,
right?
How are you not going to want to?
I mean, though you may want to kill them, but did you actually kill them? But everybody know that juvenile records can't be pulled, so they can run around and act like they was killing people, and we can't never find out. But I'm just gonna say this: Kevin Gates, I don't believe that he killed nobody. I believe that he carried that same anger right now, and he wanted. And if he did kill him, he wouldn't be so angry right now. I believe the reason why Kevin Gates is so angry and so confused right now, though he want to kill that man, is because of that. And he's still holding on to that trauma. He ain't let it go. He ain't let it go.
I had a bunch of people telling me that Kevin Gates, before he was famous, used to be doing all that back in the day.
Yeah, I'm saying he killed people. I'm not saying he didn't kill.
We can agree on that.
I'm saying he didn't get that target. The one that he wanted to get that touched him, I don't think he ever got him. Though somebody else probably did. I don't think Kevin Gates had no parts of that.
It's crazy how certain people in hip hop get so much attention for allegations put on them. But like, there's a trans girl that I know. So born as a man.
You know a lot of trans girls, I bet.
A little bit. But her name is Lila.
Right.
She was born a man, transitioned into a woman.
Right.
Every couple of years I see her and I'm like, whoa, she looks more like a girl than last time I seen her. And she had an interview and she was basically saying that Kevin Gates.
What do you mean by that?
Gates was eating her.
Right.
Man-made, and that she told him midway through that, and that he didn't give a fuck.
Let's be honest. When it comes to Kevin Gates,
she talked about this in an interview, and
I didn't say when it comes to Kevin Gates.
He never responded to it, and I never really saw that much attention to it.
No, when it comes to Kevin Gates, I think we know he the one told somebody on the internet, "You gonna let me put your feet in the air?" Right. So we know that Kevin Gates got a little thing that he could be possibly. And I heard this. I don't know how true it is, but I heard that when he was in the penitentiary and he was over there letting the Geechee suck on him, right? And this is coming straight from the streets of Chicago. I won't be saying this if somebody from the streets ain't told me this, but
it's like 5 strikes y'all done said right there in one interview. If y'all still contemplating if he is or isn't, y'all right on that same boat with him. Y'all call it what it is. Y'all figure out the name for it, man. It's a whole bunch of letters you could pick out from. Alphabetically with a plus sign and all.
I haven't seen it physically. So I can't say he did it. Yeah, I heard that one. Listen, I can't say that he did it, but I'm gonna say this. If a lot of times, this is what I'm saying, a lot of times a person that got touched, they grow up touching people. Right? That's just what normally happen. Right? They kind of like, they get used to it, they kind of like it because they kind of like think it was normal, especially if you were a kid. So I don't know. And I think he kind of like want to kill him. Listen, if he not right now, then he angry because he secretly want to be.
I don't know about that.
I mean,
it does seem like he's got a wild side to him.
Yeah, he got a wild side. Everybody they got a wild side. Kind of like do that to you.
I mean, I always noticed that the BMX riders that I knew who were riding when they were 8 years old,
right,
would grow to be like really good by the time they were like 16, 17, 18 because they started to build that skill set way earlier.
Right. You saying
so I could kind of imagine that if you were getting topped off when you were that young, that maybe like, by a guy that maybe like gives you this appreciation for it that you wouldn't have if you tried it as an adult.
You get a lot of appreciation for the man jaw. Right? That's what
it's f***ed up. I don't want to like pass judgment on anybody who's been
y'all talking about,
I'm gonna
bro?
say this. It ain't about
Next
station. This is my
question,
thing,
bro.
right? If you're gonna speak about your story, don't speak about it, and after that, say acts of violence. Because right now, is kids is watching this, is getting, and they think they got to go the person that's molesting them, right? So I'm saying the type of messages you sending to people that's actually going through it is not right. So that's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. If you will come out and say this, then don't come out and say it like that.
What advice would you really give to a kid out there who's getting?
Nah, do it, bro. You get life, but fuck it. They're already trying to groom y'all with the shit they throwing on the television. The shit they program y'all with on the TV. They trying to make it normal, so when it happens, y'all don't even speak on it. They teach y'all in the schools to not even speak up to your parents and tell them what's going on in the schools. Nah, fuck it, gang. Do it to their ass, and you might do life. It is what it is. But hey, this the life they signed you up for. Fuck it, do it, boy. Guap told you, man, crash out. He ain't lying. It is what it is, man.
Molested and feels like there's no way out of it. I mean, I guess I can't really think of advice. I mean, you could tell the police.
Not the.
They trying to Jeff Dahmer y'all. Nah, do it to their ass first.
Yeah, listen, don't tell them to right now.
Aside from that, yeah, kill him.
No, listen, he said some things that
or at
people,
least hurt him.
Listen, people should deserve to get killed, but a child, if you're watching this, if you're getting by somebody, do not try to kill them, because I'm gonna tell you this: they can overpower you and kill you. Right.
Well, that's why a gun is good, right?
Neutralizes and then you go to jail because then you know what it is. It's thought of murder.
But listen, if you're 16 and you kill this motherfucker, I mean, you're gonna go to jail for a couple years.
Now, the best thing to do. I'm saying this. I'm not saying
if you're over 18, don't.
Listen, I'm not gonna say that. I'm not saying that people. Rapists shouldn't die. So I don't want anybody to view this the wrong way. This is what I'm saying. Don't take the law into your own hands if you're a child. If you're a child, find someone that you can talk to and don't listen to Kevin Gates and kill nobody. I'm gonna say this.
You're gonna get caught.
I'm gonna say this. If you 16 and 25, you're the same age. Let me tell you this. Did you know this? That
25 way more competent.
No, let me tell you. No, not according to the brain. Did you know that it takes till you be 25 years old, according to science, for your brain to make a logical decision, for the front part of your brain to open? This is true according to science. A logical decision. I'm talking about logical.
More logical, yeah. But I mean, there are some decisions I look back on that I made in high school that I'm like pretty impressed. Like, wow, that's smart that I knew to not do that or whatever. But then there's other things that I'm like, holy fuck, I was the dumbest ever when I was 15.
Of course, because your brain is determined for you to take more risks. So you take more risks at these young ages. I'm saying it don't stop till you 25. So I'm saying though you 16, your brain don't stop taking these risks until you like 25, right? We do calculated things now, right? That's why I'd be kind of crazy when people like 4 extra, they're not taking calculated judgments. They're taking risks, the same risks that they've been taking since they were 16. So they got to still be 16.
But sometimes I do wonder if 4 extra has
not even risk. I see what you're saying, basically. You're saying they ain't got no conscience. You hear me? They ain't got no understanding to know when not to say something or when not to do something, especially on the internet. Act ignorant at such a grown age instead of acting like a motherfucking child. Like, gang, I see what you talk about.
It's grown up a bit because, like, you might not know about this, but so on MLK Day, right, in Lamert Park or whatever, like, it's an area that I believe is like Rolling 40s territory, and there was all these clips of 4 extra outside celebrating by the MLK parade, all this shit.
Right.
And then there's all these clips that come out of like all these different blood neighborhoods that basically like young kids who like united to basically walk through that area where they typically would never go. And basically they ended up fighting a lot of people, but I never saw 4 extra involved, even though I had seen clips of him there out on the block like earlier that day. So that did kind of make me think like maybe 4 extra is kind of smartening up that he realized like, I need to leave this alone. Because I'm sure that if he was outside, he would have done whatever.
Well, I can't say that they're it's kind of hard for me to believe that a person like 4 extra, a gang member whose face is so burnt up, can be active in the streets. So when I'm talking about like active, I mean like they're gonna see you coming a mile away. It's like you are too burnt up to actually be an active gang member. So I don't really think they're active gang members. I think that they understand that it's content, but I think that they still stuck in the mode to where they think they got to prove themselves to the same in the streets that ain't doing shit for them. So I think that's kind of like be a thing. I think that Quester want to do content, but it's kind of hard to do content when you're still trying to be a 40 Crip too.
Unconscious right here, boy. He hitting bullets on the head right now.
So I think you got to just choose, right? One or the other. Either I'm going to do content or I'm going to be a 40 Crip. And I think that'd be the problem with a lot of these people that's trying to be entertainers. Brick had a nice way to go in no jumper. He had the shit going on at home, but he couldn't. I'm not saying he's guilty, but I'm just saying that people got to understand that you have to choose. Right, so when you get opportunity to come to no jumper, and I'm like, when you did for me, you say, "Yo, come up here and just shoot." I know they got the same opportunities, so they could have been up here a whole lot, just shoot.
To be fair though, like Brick got in trouble for shit that happened like way before he really became.
Yeah, I'm not saying Brick guilty by no choice, but I'm just saying that a lot of times it be guilty by association. We know who we can talk to and who we can't. The moment he start working up here, then you should just hang with the people that's up here. You should not be associating with people that's in the streets that's doing certain things to pull you back in. When you change, you got to change the whole way. You can't have 1 foot in, 1 foot out. Because I don't gotta per se do it. All I gotta do is be around the person that's doing it, and that's called conspiracy. So I don't gotta do it.
I mean, Brick was spending a lot. Like there were times where I would take him to like one of these parties or whatever, and it's not like he was like with any of the girls or whatever, but just being able to be at a party where you could just be hanging out, chilling, no gang, no animosity from any of the other dudes there or whatever. Like I saw the way that was like so relaxing to him in comparison to the types of parties and events that he grew up being used to going to.
But that was changing.
And he was very, thankful for that. But then also at the same time, Brick was rolling around with guns. Like Brick realistically felt like he needed a gun on him all the time. And then, he's a felon. So it's like,
that's because I'm gonna tell you this right now. When he was up here, he get in situations and no jumper again. No jumper put people in situations where they feel they need a gun. You got a blind man carrying a gun. To come to no jumper, you need a gun. Everybody know this guy. You got blind carrying guns up here. You got blind carrying guns. He can't even see.
What? What that mean? That just shows that Adam just be setting people up.
So I'm just saying, I'm keeping it real, man.
We put a stop to that.
I'm just keeping it real though. So to come to no jumper, these are the things you need to come to no jumper. But when it come to Brick, I'm thinking that Brick himself, he just got upset, and when he went home, he turned to a different person. He just should have stayed over here. Like, come up here, bring his baby up here. Y'all was cool, everything was cool. I think when he went back home, that's when the problems came.
Maybe we should build him like a bunk bed here.
I mean, he gotta stay. Listen, if he go home, he gonna be tripping because he got a problem. The Brick like them 30s.
But now he's sober.
He's sober now, but when he
said that when he gets out, he's going to be getting drug tested as a result of his probation or whatever.
Yeah.
So he's pretty confident that he's not going to get back into the perks.
That's going to be hard. It's going
to be hard, but I mean, it's possible.
I hope he does, and I think that the Percocets was one of the main reasons why he in jail. Cause I think if Brick would have been more aware if he weren't for that.
Some of the stuff that I read in the Fed's like bail paperwork or whatever, I was like, wow, that sounds like Brick detoxing off Percocets. Right. And that's why he was acting like that.
Right. I noticed y'all went to see him on his birthday. How'd that come up? What made you go down there?
Yeah. So like the building that he's currently in, the federal jail or whatever that he's currently being held in, it's like you can see from his cell, you can see the corner. So his girl arranged for a bunch of his friends and family to all meet up, and we all stood around and celebrated, showed him some love. That probably goes a long way.
And got you some content. Yeah, you gotta get you some content. I saw it on your page.
Maybe an Instagram story, but
I saw it. Got you some content. You gotta always get your content, right? Content, Adam. Mr. Content.
Anything you do in the dark is like, if people don't know about it, like if there wasn't an Instagram post that was like, oh, Brick and all these people did this shit or Adam and all these people did this shit for Brick, it's kind of like less impactful. You know,
my thing was this. I'm gonna say this. I told everybody this. They're like, man,
he wants people to know that we all cared enough to show him love like that. So why wouldn't we post it?
I'll tell everybody this. But I swear to God, I say, man, how's Adam for real? I'll say this. I'm gonna say this, and I'm gonna say this. When it comes to Adam, you never see a personal side, right? Everybody's content to Adam, even his wife. Only thing that's not content to Adam is his daughter. He cover up his face. So I'm saying, content with Adam is everything's content. So we never actually meet Adam, so we never met the personal version of you, because I think that even everything that we say to you is gonna be content eventually one day.
Not everything, but yeah, I mean, like if something happens, we're probably gonna.
Adam be on his phone half the time, writing down timestamps, questions, potential titles, looking up his old YouTube videos to see if he did say that for real, if that interview is real. He ain't lying. That. What? Adam, boy, you right. What you say? Content? Yeah, his ass worry about the content.
Talk about it on here now.
Yeah, no matter what. Yeah. No matter if you like you, if you don't like
we talk about shit that has absolutely nothing to do with us. We're going to talk about like Glorilla's sister this week. Brorilla. It don't have nothing to do with us.
Y'all don't really, listen, I think we shouldn't even talk about people like that, because when people do that, I think that's the reason why they going to keep on disrespecting their family. Who the is this man looking in the first place, right? I mean, I'm keeping it real. I'm just tired of these people coming out of nowhere, but she's gonna be hot for a couple months and then it's gonna be nothing.
To be fair, she's pretty funny, and like entertaining and clearly not reserved in any way. And it's funny to see this girl who's like the stud version of Glorilla. And Glorilla, like, we like her as a community, as a culture. I think that we like her. But she's kind of restrained, you know. She's so famous.
If we like Gorilla, why we gonna like her sister that's clearly disrespecting her, right? I don't think
because her sister is like the more hood stud.
Because she broke. Gorilla with the up teeth. Go back to that Gorilla. I'm just saying. Right now, she broke. She's starving. So of course she acting like that. But it ain't Gorilla problem.
She said she almost ate a roach.
That's a lot. Listen, come on, that's a lot. Listen, I've been in the trenches, gang.
I've never been that hungry.
Listen. I've been in the trenches. I'm gonna say this. Everybody watch this. We had cornflakes, Adam. You pull the cornflakes out, and the roaches will fall out the cornflakes. So you let the roaches move, but you'll still eat.
Raisin Bran, but the roach one? Raisin Bran? Oh, hell no.
The cornflakes. You never eat the roach.
Do you eat around the roach or what?
No, you let it move. Come on, well, stop playing on me. If you listen, I'm just saying what I gotta say, and I'm saying it for real. When it comes to roaches in the hood, they in everything. I'm not gonna lie, they in everything, and they do be in the cereal, but we do not eat them. That's how you know she was just trolling.
Roaches in my food. That's
you ain't from the hood. Your daddy. I don't want to talk about.
I lived in some areas that you could definitely say were the hood.
Come on,
I've lived in houses that had roaches.
Never. I don't believe that. I just can't believe that. No.
But they were like on the floor. They weren't in the food.
Come on, if they on the floor, they in the food. They everywhere.
I mean, the house wasn't like fully infested.
How long was you there?
You know, I lived in some spots in New York that were grimy as fuck. I lived in some areas of Long Beach that were super grimy.
Right. This was you was on your own, like trying to build this. Cause I think your parents never.
Well, it was before No Jumper.
Yeah, of course. They was trying to build this. What white kid don't go on their own and try to build when they already come from money? Come on, man. Your family is in the government.
My family.
It's cool with the presidents.
My family combined, I don't think ever earned $100,000
but they
a year.
They CIA. They with the government. They with the.
My dad was an unpaid volunteer for Bill Clinton on his first presidential campaign.
Yeah, so that put y'all in a situation where forever your family is protected.
I mean, he got a presidential pardon.
Right.
That's about it.
Yeah, well, I'm saying so. Right now, I'm just saying
it's not like he ever got a job. A job would have been like, Bill really.
But you got the job because, like, right now they love you because
I built this out of nothing.
Of course, what you call it. I'm gonna say this. I'm not gonna take it from you. You did leave home, and everybody do leave home to go build it. I'm not gonna say you didn't build it out of nothing, but you here because you got a family name.
Right, he right.
No.
Yeah.
If anything, I think my family having any kind of connection to the Clintons probably hurt us.
Right. How can you fly at this height totally independent? Like when you totally independent, so you over totally independent and you fly at this height.
How'd Ag do it?
Man, come on, we know how they do it. How you do it?
How?
I'm asking you how.
I'm just saying, there's like a lot of other examples. Like most YouTubers don't have any kind of like family connection.
But you've been doing it forever. How?
10 years.
How? You were one of the first. How?
And the BMX stuff for 10 years before that.
Yeah.
But nobody had to help me.
But you did.
I was early.
Yeah. I ain't no early, man. You got one of the biggest businesses right here.
I was early. I'm saying I was doing interviews with rappers when most people didn't even know.
Because you're the CIA. We know. You don't got to act like you're not. We know you're the police. We know what you do. But I just know you're a good version of the police. Because, like, you ain't going to really send nobody to jail. They send themselves to jail because they separate talking all this shit.
Okay, as long as we're talking about men that you've had sex with.
You in the content creation division. Come on, gang.
I had no sex with
What's going on with Hoover Gumby?
Listen, I'm gonna say.
Shout out my man Gumby. Listen, I'm just kidding. No,
on Hoover though, he locked up. My thing is,
he's stalking. Why is he aggressively stalking people?
Here's the thing. I'm gonna say this. It's crazy. You know, Gumby called me. You know, right now I got two iPhones, and I go through Gumby business, so I got to pay my plan through Gumby. So Gumby called me. He was like, "Yo, man, you in LA?" I'm like, "Yeah," because I was out here at that time. He like, "Man, send me some money so I can get me a hotel. It's going down." I said, "What you mean it's going down? I'm not knowing what he finna do." Next thing I know, he in jail. Right? So he was calling me, telling me to help him. I didn't even know that he was in a situation.
I'm finna be involved in the whole RICO case. Like Lil Durk, no. Because he used his credit card, his business card on a hotel while it was hot. Talking about, boy, it's going down.
That's why I needed to help him. But my thing about Gumby was this, and I talked to Wack about this.
Say he in jail the next day. Oh, you dodged the bullet.
And I Wack. I think that he was trying to be active when he just transcended to being a talker. He should just talk, but he was trying to be active and talk at the same time. And I think when you do that, you set yourself up for failure automatically. But though I love Gumby, right? Everybody got to love Gumby.
But do you know what he was doing out here with the whole stalking charge?
Man, I haven't heard, but I heard.
So was he like just posted up outside of somebody's house?
I heard his baby mama.
Oh.
That's what I heard. I heard his baby mama. I heard that's the situation because he was telling me the same thing. And I'm like, yo, I want to help Gumby, but I'm not around where I can't help him, right? But again, I just think it'd be stuff coming from this, right? It'd be stuff coming from this. He just left, was in Texas for all that time. He came back home, having to have a baby. First time having a baby, did all the time in jail. So I think all that stress together was just causing him to blow. Plus with this, trying to figure out how to get money off the social media. I think the most person that ever gave him the most money is you. You gave him the most money. Everybody was giving like $200, $300 for interviews. He was mad about that.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, you gave him the most. I swear, that's what he told me. That's why he always speaking like, no.
I think I gave him a stack.
Yeah, that's the most he ever had. Like, Real Tune, all them giving him 500, 200, not giving him a lot. Right? And I'm like, damn, you got to understand that I couldn't even give him a lot. I couldn't even give him more than you. Right? Because, like, you took a chance. Like, you got a bigger platform. So,
I love Gumby.
Yeah.
I actually found him because he had a clip talking shit about me.
Right.
And my reaction, that's how I knew I was grown. My reaction was not, F this guy, I'm going to talk about this guy, or I'm going to ignore this guy. I was like, you know what? I'm going to hit him up, patch it up, tell him I f with him. And, you know, pretty quickly we were doing content.
Now, the reason why I really with Gumby, because, you know, Gumby told me this, and I really with you. He said, listen, Adam told me this, that this Hoover, he need to be around some Hoover because he don't know what he doing. He like, you told him like, woo-woo. So that's how he end up getting around me. Cause like, damn, Adam said that. I'm like, cool, let me with him like that's Adam a good. I'm finna get up out here, right? Because I don't know what's going on. So that's how you know that you knew that I didn't know what was going on.
Every Hoover is not built equally, though.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful around some of them.
Yeah, but he took me around, and I ain't gonna lie, everything was good, but I think I kind of like up with him when I took him around King Peel. You know, he was at the King Peel interview that day.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, he was there.
What about that story that Gumby told about him? I think you were driving to Cam Capone, and like, he was just describing how weird you were acting.
No, he was acting because that was that interview. Listen, that was the King Peel interview. This is what happened. Like, me personally, I'm thinking, I got a certain way of thinking. I'm thinking if we're going to do content, though you're a Hoover, and though I'm going to do some content with some Bloods, I go anywhere. And I go anywhere by myself. So I'm like, Gumby, you with me, nothing gonna happen. So we was all good. He kept on saying, who you doing an interview with? I'm like, I'm gonna do an interview with King Peel. It was good. And he's like, no problem. But when we walked in, it was kind of like the 4 Extra situation. It was so many Bloods in there. So Gumby didn't even walk in. He kind of like stayed out. I'm not knowing he didn't walk in because I'm walking in and I be in the spirit. So my eyes looking straight. I'm not looking behind me to notice that Gumby not with me. So when Gumby looked in, he never walked in. He went back out to the car.
Okay.
So I'm doing the interview. So when I got done doing the interview, I look outside. I have no car. Now, mind you, that's when I come down from the spirit and I start getting like, I ain't gonna lie, you get kind of nervous then. Like, damn, where my car at? There's no car here. Gumby going with my driver, and I'm surrounded by all these Bloods. Right? And so Gumby pulled up. When Gumby pulling up, this to make me so mad, like, it's so many Bloods. Like, mind you, it's all Bloods right here in front of the Cam Capone house, and it's me and the thing. Now, when Gumby pulling up, the Bloods standing right here. So I'm like, stop the car. I'm on the phone. They won't stop the car because it's all these Bloods. I'm like, man, stop the car. Stop the fucking car. So I'm yelling, stop the fucking car while chasing the fucking car down the street. So I'm chasing the car down halfway down the street. So I finally get in the fucking car. Gumby like, no, we ain't leaving. The homie's on the way. We about to kill. Like, kill for what? Nothing happened. I'm keeping it real. We just did a fucking interview, man. But I'm like we finna like, damn, cuz nothing happened. You know what I'm saying? So that was the situation with that. But that was end up a good situation. But that was even halfway. But then I introduced him. I'm gonna say this your fault because I had Crip Tony with me. Well, he wasn't with me.
Another man you have slept with.
Stop.
Well, I'm just saying.
He wasn't with me. He was, but you know he wanted to get him because you put gay Crip Tony out front for the Hoovers. So he was mad about that. I'm like, man, Tony not even a Hoover.
We booked him as the Crip. And then he walks into the interview. I wasn't even around for this, but it was when he sat down with Crip Mac, Brick Baby, and Sharp.
Right.
And he walks in and he's wearing all orange.
Right.
And Brick Baby's like, I thought you was a Crip. And he's like, no, I'm a Hoover Crip. Oh, man. And Brick Baby's like, yo. And that's that. We got this sitting with Crip Mac.
And that's the moment there where every Hoover felt like y'all was trolling Hoover because you got every up here from Rolling, and then you got him up here. They from Hoover. That disrespect the whole community of
Honestly,
Hoover.
like, I can't really blame anybody for thinking that because that's probably how it seemed.
Yeah, disrespect the whole community of Hoover.
The weird part about it was just how mature Crip Mac was. He didn't trip at all.
I'm just saying, when it comes to that, why would you
Give him a burrito.
Why would you trip when your famous ops right here in front of you and you control him by taking his sexuality? This is a man in front of you acting like a girl, but he's saying he Hoover. Yeah, I'm gonna be cool. He already lost. So that's like the one had up here, and I didn't even know that they put bottles in his. The one up here that was crying about, you know when they had up here, you have some words up here.
We got bottles in there.
I heard he had bottles up there. I heard I heard he said he was drunk, so it don't matter. You know, all this on his face.
Oh, stupid.
Yeah, you know what I'm talking about, man. I heard he had bottles up his ass. and I thought, listen,
Fanta bottles.
I thought that when I first saw him, this is how I said, I'm up trying to follow you. I'm finna book this. I'm like, oh, Adam got a real crip up there, a 60 crip.
Definitely book him.
I think he was a real 60 crip.
He's out of his mind.
Man, I looked down. They say, no, he had a bottle up his ass. He had a bottle up his ass.
What's wrong with that?
Come on, gang, stop playing with me, man.
But
Gang, stop playing with me, gang.
Oh, come on, man.
You'll book Tony the crib, but you won't book an actual.
Because listen, I'm gonna say this. I will with me and not with him. So don't get no thoughts. But I will be around a man, right? No matter, as long as the gay man act like a woman and not hiding, right? If he ain't hiding,
Act
I'm
like
good.
a woman.
Yeah, gotta be a woman.
I mean, Stu Boy Blue.
What do you mean by that?
Oh, they gay.
He acts like a tough guy.
But I'm saying, but you gotta
crazy mother.
Saying, but we gotta know that you're who you are. You can't act like you're not who you are. But you keep on trying to act all this funny. But I'm more man and woman than you, Adam.
What?
Yeah, I'm more man and woman than you. Because I use both sides. No, both sides. See, that don't got nothing to do with my mind.
You can have a micropenis.
I talk about the masculine and feminine side of the mind, Adam. I use both sides of my brain. You can't even think. You know what I'm saying? I don't understand how you even get white. Because you don't even be like catching on real good. Where your daddy at? Well, I know he understand. Yeah, get him up here. Yeah, I talk to him. He get it.
He's probably on a long walk.
Yeah, with Clinton. Yeah, smoking.
He does a lot of walking. He's old as. He's just walking around and shit.
All right, that's cool.
Yeah.
I'll ask the question and just be honest with me. How does it feel, right? And I never had a family member that was, with the presidential election. Was you growing up around that time when he was running with them?
Yeah, I just stand on the corner and hold Bill Clinton signs and try to get people to honk at us. It was called a honking wave.
Stop playing with me.
No, that was like a normal thing that I did as a kid.
So you ever met Bill Clinton?
I met him a couple times, yeah.
Right. So how is he for real?
I mean, I was like 8, 9.
Oh, you don't remember.
So probably was pretty nice to me.
Right. Bill Clinton, if you're watching this, I know you did hit that weed. I know you did inhale. That's all I'm going to say. Because he remember he said he smoked that weed, he didn't.
I mean, in retrospect, it's like he probably tried to inhale. He probably just didn't really know what he was doing if it was the first time.
Everybody know how to inhale.
But also, like, he's probably lying. Like, yeah, of course. Why would he lie?
Listen, everybody know how to inhale. Listen,
I mean, Obama talked about doing coke.
Oh, Obama talking about men. Obama talking about men. Yes, he did. He said that. You ain't heard that? He said everybody in America should have a friend. Every man.
That's
every child.
Them.
If you have a gay friend, what you gonna do? You gonna? Oh, come on. You already know this.
We both have friends. We talked about multiple of them on this podcast.
Listen, I would.
And you see what y'all accuse each other of. Y'all been accusing each other of clapping them since the beginning of this interview. Exhibit, do we gotta run it back? Y'all done brought up about 5 of them. Each one y'all bring up, now you hit him. Now you hit him first. But now you introduced me to him. Come on, gang.
Say, listen, why come Obama friend lovers is dead? He was having sex with him from Chicago is dead.
Switching realities.
Yeah, you better go watch it, go look it up. Obama say he was smoking crack with him and all that. I don't know where you be at. You don't be watching what I be watching.
I don't know.
Yo, Obama got it going on.
Well, I feel like you're like very down to be tricked by any random conspiratorial YouTube video.
This not trick. You can look at Michelle and know that that's Michael. You know that's a.
First of all, y'all owe about 99.99% of the conspiracy theories an apology. Let's start there, gang. Now let's start this 2026 where all of them already came true.
He ain't lying.
You feel me? Starting with the Simpsons, they ain't even predicting that no more. They ran out of shit to predict. Come on, gang. You know what's next? I think they had World War what's the name in one of them. I think that's the last prediction.
Man,
yeah.
you can look at Michelle and understand that that's Michael. You don't gotta be
Damn,
tricked.
They tried to get me to interview like the fake Obama son.
Dark at the end.
Yeah.
I was like,
ain't no fake Obama son.
Fake Bill Clinton's son, like the half black kid,
Right.
who's claiming that he's Bill Clinton's son. I was
Right.
like,
Yeah.
I'm okay. Yeah.
I don't know, but I know Obama will have some kids around her, but I think it's kind of hard to get a man pregnant. So I don't think he got no kids, right? He known for fucking in the ass.
I'm not a huge Michelle Obama fan. She's all right, I guess.
Michael Obama. Y'all say it right.
He talking about Michael.
Listen, I'm not a huge Obama fan because a lot of
Why
people.
are you trying to tear down the black community?
Who said Obama was black? He's some kind of Columbus. I don't think you understand what's really going on. He's some kind of Columbus.
What is some kind of Columbus?
He's family. That's his cousin. They got the same blood. Same blood. Listen, everybody confused the word. Think if you got black in your skin right now that you black, but no, we all reincarnated. So So right now, different spirits in different bodies. So yeah, I don't think you understand what's really going on. He a blue blood. Yeah, he ain't one of us. He one of them. You can tell by the way he treated us. I'm just keeping it real, right? Everybody hate Trump, but Trump did more for the black community when it comes to finance than Obama ever did, right? Huh?
How?
Because Trump really let us do fraud. I'm keeping it real, right? Obama ain't allowed that. We could do that.
That was for him, bruh. He was the one in financial debt. He was the one trying to make buildings disappear. He was the one playing with credit and beefing with the IRS. That was for him. Y'all be forgetting he a criminal? Come on, gang.
No, PPP, EDD, he was tied down on everything. Obama said it.
You thought that was for you? Why you think the black people getting arrested for it, but everybody else? They assume that theirs was done legally.
In jail forever. Trump let him do everything. Nah, fuck with Trump. He bought this election. So if
you're feeling the whole ICE thing?
Listen, I'm gonna say this: Vanilla Ice.
No, the ICE, like the Mexicans being kicked out of our country.
I'm gonna say this
aggressively.
I thought you talking about Vanilla Ice.
Innocent Americans being
killed. I thought you talking about Vanilla Ice. When it comes to that ICE thing, I feel like this. I'm gonna be honest with you. I kind of think that everybody that voted for Trump understood this, but everybody is saying that this is bad. But talk about Obama. Did you know that more people got deported like this under Obama than Trump?
Yeah.
A lot of people don't know that. Right? Obama did more than Trump, but everybody's hating on Trump.
The difference, though, is that almost all of Obama's deportations were happening at the border.
Right.
Whereas our border now is almost entirely sealed up. Almost nobody's getting through. And they're going into cities and forcibly deporting people who are like living here. They're peaceful citizens, which is a lot less palatable to the average American. Whereas like the idea of like, oh, if you come over the border, we're going to send you right back. Everybody's kind of on board with that.
I think everybody mad because the way Trump doing it. But like, again, he's selling green cards. Right? He's selling green
cards.
Green cards. Yeah. Nicki Minaj got one, right?
But it was like a ceremonial sort of like novelty version.
And I heard hers not even real.
Yeah, it's not real.
Yeah, so I'm saying, so what I'm saying is that people don't understand that he is really turning America to what it was born to be. America was born to be a business. You only need a president inside of a business. See, we've been fucking up. We've been running outside of the business, right? So Trump is making America a business again because like America been like full of love, sending everybody welfare, do all this. You need to stop doing that. This should be about business. America run off business. You don't run off giving shit to people.
Here's my question. We've talked a lot about.
Exactly. In the business, you should actually care about the consumer and want your business to thrive, not force some type of people and be like, nah, hey, this all that we got, pay for it. Yeah, it's getting worse and we charging more for it, but no, gang. At least run it like a smart businessman that's trying to grow his business. You heard me? Come on, gang. He ain't lying. Be logical about it if you at least gonna use that as an excuse.
Zesty this episode, right?
It's way better business decisions they could be doing. The gaming industry could be in a chokehold right now. You feel me? How are games declining? How is movies declining? There's forces showing us that we never watched. We could have had the part 7 of Transformers. Well, they gave us that, but it became something else. I don't know. I think it's Space Monster now. Or some I don't know. But like that, gang, you feel me? Run it like a good business. Give the people the they want so they can keep consuming and buying it. Rather than giving them and be like, here, buy this. No, we cool. We'll go get the knockoff, whatever the fuck that is, or the bootleg version.
I enjoy talking about for whatever reason. Maybe I got some childhood trauma.
Right.
Like my boy Go Yayo. He let the whole
going out of business like Toys R Us.
Whole world see.
On, man.
Want me to do a demonstration?
No, we both do it. Yeah, like that.
Y'all trying to run this like Blockbuster straight into the ground. Look at these slapping it. What is y'all doing?
I feel like I'm stop playing, but you know he been hit. You know he got hit.
I don't have a skid mark.
No, you probably got one. You know he got hit when he did that. He fucked up for the whole Texas.
So when you see something like that, you think that hurts his rap career going forward? Or?
Listen, I
thought that shit was kind of fly.
Listen, I think the same thing. I think when I heard people say, I like to get my ate. I think right now a rapper can do and say anything. It doesn't matter as long as you're rich. As long as you got money, people gonna want to do it. Yeah, listen, I think that people don't understand. If you got money, it's kind of like good to do anything. It's nothing bad unless you broke doing it, right? Only time it's bad if you broke. If you got money, you do what the fuck you want. So I just understand that people do understand that to do that, you bend over like that and spread your over.
Why is that?
Because you spread it. It wasn't.
But he was on FaceTime with a woman.
But it ain't because you spread it in the open. It's not necessarily if you just bend over, but if you spread it open, it's kind of like.
I get my eaten by women.
But I'm not.
I bend over and bust it open for them.
Come on, man. But everybody know you.
Bruh, like, what are you talking about? Why you had to bring yourself up? Like, you was the defense to all straight men. Oh, they got it's so out.
But
they're
white.
women.
But you white, so you can do that. I'm just saying that when black people,
I can't say that. Hey.
It's not even like getting pegged.
listen,
Like,
if we do,
I don't even think it's gonna get pegged.
Huh?
But I'll admit that that's a lot gayer than just bending over to get your ass eaten.
Come on, man. I'm gonna say this, man. If you black, you got to keep that kind of shit under wraps. You can't tell nobody.
That kind of shit is holding the black community back.
No, you can't tell nobody. Everybody with your Adam. What's wrong with you?
Why not? That's where your G spot is.
No,
Why
I
do you
don't
think
G
God
spot.
put
Come
it
on, man.
there?
Stop. I'm not gonna do no episode about
God
gay
put
shit.
it in there.
I'm not gonna do an episode about gay shit. Stop playing with me.
God put
This
in
man,
your
stop.
ass
Stop.
for a reason.
Stop.
I'm just saying.
There you go again. I tried to do before. Come on, man. You need some more love. You talking all this word.
You want to know something crazy?
Yeah, no more talk. Oh shit. That's that. I swear to God, mama. Yeah.
We got some.
Swear to God.
Oh, this is your weed.
Yeah, it's
What's
mine.
up, bro? How
That's
you doing?
mine. Yeah, that's mine. It's Chiller. You know what I'm saying? Chiller got the whole house thinking. And listen, they don't got none of that. They don't know what that is.
Exotic chitlins.
Yeah.
Shit has got a whole house thinking.
Listen,
That's a good name for the hood right there.
we back. Listen, I'm trying to tell them right now. I think that we back. I think that if it go right, me and Adam gonna have a show every week on No Jumper. So I'm hoping that's what we do.
Might have to do that, man.
I think we should do it, Adam. I think that's gonna be a good thing if we do that. I think the base gonna love to see it because, like,
Pig feet chitlins.
yeah, that's the best.
I do not have a nose on this.
Because when you take it out, you're gonna smell it. Yeah, stop playing with me. That's that gas.
So this is your new weed?
Yeah, it's my new weed for the community. It makes your astral project too. So if you smoke this, you can astral project. It's good for meditation. It's good for healing. Right? There's a lot of good things that it's good for. Right?
Got the whole house stinking.
Yeah, make got the whole house stinking. Yeah, it got the whole house stinking. It's pig feet too. We got all kind of different shit. Right? So make sure you get you some. If you're watching this, you can get it from 6 or 7 up.
Oh, you better make sure you leave one of them on the back shelf over here. You heard me? You see how Adams be doing? You throw one on the shelf. You done made enough contributions.
Dot store.
So okay, what's the deal with you and Wack now? He's your manager? Or
yeah, there's a thing about Wack. I thought Wack was, Wack made me.
He wanted to kill you. He ran you out of here.
No, Wack made me so much money so fast I didn't even know. Did you know he made me money for doing the Blueface?
This is a sack of wood guts.
No, this is wood guts. Yeah.
You're the last person smoking woods, huh?
Yeah, Wack made me so much money right now for the Blueface. I'm not gonna say the amount because, like, me being new to reality show and Wack working deals that he worked for me, him and R&B and Blueface, the ex-producer of my show, I'm getting a lot of money. And this is my first time ever doing it. So it's kind of crazy. The only reason I didn't like Wack, I believe, because I was cool with Brick, right? And I heard how Brick felt about him, but he never really did it to me. I think the day he came up here, I'm like, no, this here, he about his let me talk to him. And
people told me that they think that the reason why Wack wants to manage you or whatever is because he wants to basically get in the way of you and Brick being a thing.
Yeah. Why he just did it then? Yeah, that's good. He just did it because, like, I think that Brick understood that I wasn't supposed to be with Brick because, look, I'm gonna say this. I'm a Hoover,
paid the price.
Right? When it comes to them, no matter I'm GDB Vice Lord, I'm spiritual leader. Into California, I got Hoover on my stomach. I'm Hoover. They ain't gonna see me as nothing else. So I wasn't supposed to be with Brick, right? I'm better off with somebody that's as professional as Wack 100, right? Because he's a good manager. I don't think I have had a manager yet have made me as much money as he made me very fast. And, like, plus got me interviews with Blueface, got me all kind of shit going on. He hooked me up with Jolise down there. Like, she got good topics. She come from you. You trained her well. And she come from you. And I like.
You ever see her do drugs?
No. She do drugs. I seen her drink a lot.
I heard her talk about being up on, I assume, hardcore drugs.
I think she's a hardcore alcoholic. She had like a whole fucking bottle there. And she was just guzzling it down on the podcast.
Yeah, when we did an episode with her, she was chugging Hennessy and got real loose. Yeah,
she's drinking like Hennessy. It don't matter. She's drinking like light and dark.
So you just tell her, like, pull up to Vegas and she just gets on the road and comes see you?
Yeah, I told her to come down. Like, honestly, that didn't happen. How it happened was Wack called me and Wack like, yo, I got somebody you should interview. I'm like, who? He like, look her up. She been going crazy on No Jumper. And my thing again, like I always say, if Adam doing it, I think I should do it, right? I'm not gonna lie, right? So, like, Adam interviewed it, like, let's do it. So I'm like, cool. So I looked at her content and then she came through and it was pretty good what we did, right? Okay. And everybody that actually come through this environment here. Like I say, I got to where I'm at just by listening to Brick, who worked up under you, and I was able to build a 6-figure business, by just listening to somebody that came from under you that just watched it. So I'm saying, so there's a lot of shit that you know.
I don't know how much Brick really knew about what was going on
He knew enough to help
here.
He knew enough to help me. He knew enough to help me. When he told me, the first thing he told me, it's kind of crazy. He said, I had a clip up. He said, you tripping. My clip was like 5 minutes. I said, no. He said, make it 8 minutes. He said, I don't know why Adam do it, but it got to be 8 minutes. And then I realized when you make 8 minutes, you can add the ads. So I realized that you knew something right there and there. But he told me that right there. Like, man, you got to make it 8 minutes. So make sure you make it 8 minutes. I'm like, cool. That's something that came from the Brick from Adam. So he understood.
I just made me a little 4-minute video.
What you was doing, he didn't understand why you was doing it, though.
Man.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
What about him claiming that you taught him how to buy fake views?
I never taught him about fake views. Let me say something. Brick came over there with me, and I think he's working with somebody. I think they built that Crip thing. I don't want to say the dude's name. I think it was his cousin or something. I think that they was working on that together. I think he did that kind of shit with him. So I think they was working on it together. Him and that, they bought the Crip. They own the Crip. The Crip-A-Cola and all that shit.
Oh, the Crip copywriter or whatever?
Yeah, her son. So I think they was real cool.
Rick said that you taught him how to buy fake views. So I've always been kind of skeptical of
if I taught Brick how to do anything, I would taught Brick how to bend over.
Yeah.
He don't think I'm gonna teach Brick how to do bend the fuck over. Right? Well, I'm teaching how to buy some fake views, and I don't buy fake views. My shit real. I showed you my account. See all the money I make. I'm just saying that a lot of times people don't understand. You don't gotta buy fake brews. All you gotta do is do relevant content. Right? If you don't do relevant content, then what the people know when it's fake ain't content. The fucking views and the comments not gonna add up.
I don't know if people always know that it's fake.
Okay. Hold on, I'm learning now. You know, I'm trying to figure out the YouTube and the content and all that. So it's relevancy. It's the relevancy that matters. Okay, bet.
See a lot of people.
Everybody buying fake views, and you
Go out and I don't be keeping up with the Johnsons. And but I watch what I like. If that interesting, you got me. If that boring, on to the next topic. I don't give a damn what this is.
Oh, I know.
Oh, but everybody else is watching it. That's their.
And I to me, it's sad because like if you just drop consistent content, what the heck about you? And it's like we know you ain't biting. Because I'm not saying when your channel was doing bad because it's doing great now, but even when people thought it was struggling, you let it show. Like you didn't go buy no fake. You let it show whatever the fuck it showed.
Still to this day, I don't really know how to buy fake views. Right. So if I were to do it, I would have to.
Definitely up. Cause I thought you was biting. I thought you was biting. Cause reason I thought you was biting because nobody knew. I'm keeping it real. Nobody knew me, and I came on your platform doing all these numbers. Say how the fuck I'm doing this, right? Like, how the fuck this nigga? But then when I realized it was supposed to be going down and you let it go down, then I knew you wasn't biting. And then you said, "Watch me come back this year." You posted that, and then you've been striking hard ever since you said
the
that.
game is up right now, though. Would you agree or would you not agree? It's tough right now.
I think
as an interview channel.
Yeah, I think it's up. If like for an interview channel, if you don't got creative people around you creating content and you staying relevant, you got creative people around you, you shouldn't have a problem. You got Whack, you got me around, you got other people around with the news, so you got enough going on, and I think you put enough time in it.
If your game is just like I interview up and coming rappers and established rappers or whatever, you're
stop. Don't do it.
It's tough.
Don't do it. No, you got to build a brand with this.
The shit I was doing in 2016, 2017, it does not exist the same way it used to.
No.
And those interviews that I was getting in 2016, 2017 as a total nobody are now like coveted interviews that big platforms want because anybody who's got any kind of motion is so in demand right now. It's crazy.
Interview game is over, but the all-around content game is in. But I think y'all don't know how to create content. Like they don't know nothing about storylines. They don't know how to do this shit. They think that getting an interview is the thing, but nobody want to see an interview. I don't think they understand it. Nobody wants to see an interview. That's why I'm saying that when around here we actually create content, real time, real emotion, and real people. That's what they want to see. So I don't think they want to see these scripted interviews. People that know they're gonna say scripted. So I think that's why it's going down. Because people don't even watch interviews long enough. I heard you tell King Yella his interview that y'all just did. If they ain't came out yet, they need to watch it because it was good.
People don't want to see fake. They don't want to see script like that. We don't mind the wild. We don't mind the drama. But it used to be more authentic at first. You feel me? Like, y'all could still have the crazy questions and shit that trigger people and get them mad. We don't like them too much, but it's gonna get us to react and watch it. We ain't denying that. But come on, man, ask some better.
True. Right, but you told him that back in the days they used to watch the videos thousands and thousands. You see them going up, but now they're not going up like that, like they used to. So I'm just saying that maybe people's attention spans.
Like we have a lot of like No Jumper Show episodes that have like 500K.
Right.
And I know that when we did it, it had like 100K, but then people just kept watching it and watching until it got to 500K. And I don't think that happens anymore. Nah, everybody's right. What's going on right now? Honestly, it's just short form content.
Right.
Short form content decimated long form content.
But it don't pay. And then again, blaming on Aiden Ross and all.
It's copyright, gang. It's copyright. I feel like y'all need clippers. So short form content could potentially help y'all out too. But y'all need clippers, gang. If y'all ain't got clippers, man, y'all need reactors. Clippers is for streamers. And I think rappers down there need clippers now at this point because they ain't got radio no more. And they ain't got the YouTubers. DJ Ghost ain't finna risk his channel to react to your music, gang. It's not worth it. Now his name ain't worth the strike. The label asking for too much.
These people that's running over there to Twitch and doing all these streaming because that's where it's going.
Guess who ain't got copyright as much though, other than Castanet? The streamers. The streamers. That's why all you seeing is they clips, gang. It ain't cause, oh, that's just the most exciting shit on the internet going on right now. It's cause that ain't restricted. That's why they can post whatever they want, no matter how bad the content is, how bad the clickbait title is. Come on, gang. Dumb streamers appreciate every bit of the lies that they be putting in their titles to get people to come over to their streams and watch them videos. He ain't lying. And rappers ain't got that luxury no more, because ain't nobody really... DJ Ghost ain't reacting to they shit no more.
It's going streaming. Now you got... Listen, how I'm going to interview a rapper when this same rapper broke is going to go home and get on the stream and go tell him everything he just told me. So what's the point of me giving you the money when you understand now? Listen, they finally understand, rappers understand now, damn, we can make money by talking? Yeah, you dumb. Yeah, you can make money by talking.
You know how else rappers can make money? By letting their fans promote their music like they used to. YouTubers throwing rapper song in the intro video. Ooh, what song this is? Boy, I ain't heard this song by this rapper yet before. DJ goes rapping to a song. Oh, what song this is? Who this rapper is? I ain't never heard of this before. Like that though, you feel me? A montage of a game you watch or football highlights. Oh, what song that is in the background? I ain't never heard that before. You can't do that no more. Why? Copyright. You gonna hear some elevator music in that video. And we ain't looking for that.
It's now figured out. So now it's kind of really hard to interview them because the moment you interview them and pay them, they can go say the same on their platform.
Yeah. And like dudes want, like, okay, Max B got out of jail. And I'm like hitting a couple people up that are close to him. And I'm starting to realize, like, if I want to interview him,
they don't want to talk
I got to go to New York and give him 10 grand.
That's too much.
That's too much. I'm just not going to do it.
The only way that'd be a good interview if he would sit down with Whack 100. He did a Clubhouse thing. That would be worth 10 grand.
Yeah, but meanwhile, he's already done a bunch of big platforms, the different platforms that he f***s with and shit. If I go there, couple $1,000s worth of like transportation, hotels, etc., and then 10 grand is like, maybe I make that off YouTube.
Now, I think it's better if only way that would be worth it if you did sit him down with Whack. Other than that, it's not worth 10 grand.
He's never going to do that.
Well, I know, because like Whack got the information that he's been informing for the police for a long time. Yeah. And like, that's kind of hard to do when you acting like you this big old gangster that been in jail. But listen, I don't really care about that. Everybody snitch nowadays, so it don't really matter with me. But I'm just saying, $10,000 for interview is way too much. I wouldn't give him that. I wouldn't get a nigga. Yeah. He'd still be wanting it.
There's almost nobody in the culture that is worthy of a $10,000 interview. I'm gonna be totally
only
real.
person they're gonna give them $10,000 is the people that don't got it. Let me tell you something. We was just talking about these people, but this how you get $10,000 for people like Cameron and people like that because they selling this shit to the network, and the network is just giving them this big money, and they putting it on other streaming platforms. So YouTube is like extra. See, all we got is YouTube. So $10,000 for them is different because they're gonna come put it on these networks. They're gonna charge people to watch it. Yeah. So it's totally different. So go deal with the people that's gonna you after, right? Then they stay over there because don't come over here with me because I don't got time to give you $10,000. I would never give him $10,000. He say he want to the butt. I get a nigga Vaseline. No, I'm keeping it real. He can't get him with the Vaseline for me. Man. Go fuck a nigga in the butt. 10 grand, nigga. Fuck you.
Maybe I should get into like the content marketplace.
You already are.
No,
right. No, I don't know about that. I think that everybody is kind of like coming out to find out either they or either snitch. That's like the thing that's coming out right now. All the young is doing it. Everybody's doing it. I think now.
Yeah, but that's the narratives they pushing. They pushing the second narrative you talk about on Netflix, and they pushing the other narrative you talk about with Charleston White and 6ix9ine. You feel me? Now everybody want to tell to go to jail. He ain't lying.
People are understanding that people are like different PC people behind closed doors.
I'm trying to be a legend in both games.
You already are. I keep telling you already are. Like everything you talk about, you already are. You a legend in a game, in a homosexual game, in a podcast game, in a sex up game, in a jail game. Out of you a legend.
Thank you.
Yeah, you single-handedly up Chicago. I saw that on GD.
Chicago is off. I think Dirk did that though.
No, Von.
Yeah.
Von did it, and Dirk kind of like vouched for Von because Dirk wanted to be a street and Vaughn was a street. That's kind of like fucked up. So Dirk should die in jail, right? Dirk can't get out of jail till his son get him out like he did his daddy. That's the only way it's gonna happen, right? It's the only way it's gonna happen. Or he gonna die butt naked in the cell full of fat. Cause you know he eat a lot in jail. He gonna look like Young Thug. We ain't gonna be able to tell the difference when he get out. Is that Dirk or who that is? Cause he ain't gonna be skinny no more. He gonna be fat, right? I don't know, but
it is crazy to imagine a Dirk album in 30 years. Maybe 60 years old. Maybe he gets out in 20s. 50-year-old mixtape.
Listen, I'm gonna say this, and I say this. Say everybody watching this. It ain't that I don't love Dirk. I don't love his message. So I'm not talking about Dirk. I'm talking about Dirk. I'm talking about why are we giving a fuck about a person that single-handedly said that it's okay to destroy and ride for your homies. I don't give a fuck about nobody like that. So I can't sit and say I want to show love to Dirk because like that's gonna say if somebody killed somebody I love right now, would I not want them in jail? Of course I would. So we can't just make it different for Dirk because Dirk is famous, but Dirk don't help nobody. Everybody is stitching on him because he won't even get nobody no fucking lawyers because nobody had no money. So I don't give a fuck about like that. I'm just keeping it real, right? So shout out to Dirk.
Free Dirk,
His
but
ass about to hurt.
okay, yo, I gotta do another interview now, but 607 Unk, welcome back to the platform.
Yeah, we back.
I don't know when we're gonna run this back again.
Next week, every week.
Next week,
every week, we on the platform. Listen, put in the comments that y'all want the 607 Unk and Adam 22 show. If you got the Wax show, you better have my show too.
Unk the Punk and the 22 stick?
Yeah, every week.
Damn.
I swear to God, every week. Let's do it.
Insane. Let's
Listen, I swear to God, mama, get it from 607unk.store.
Shout out my boy Unk. Well, I swear to God, on my mama, I'm gonna take this. I need one of these. Yeah. I like you with no nose. You look like a crazy alien.
You should see me with no
like button, no jumper, coolest podcast in the world. Like button, comment button. Let us know what you think. Appreciate all of y'all. Gang.
Y'all be video, man. Y'all boys get a little edgy in this video, talk about a whole bunch of different topics we wanted y'all to go ahead and rush over and get past as soon as possible. But at the same time, it was another one of those very entertaining that we was looking forward to, and y'all was able to get 2 hours of amazing content in, not just the one. Man. I can't even be mad, gang. I can't be mad. Y'all had me entertained, you feel me? Ass ain't go to sleep. We still here. W Scream, man. Appreciate y'all boys for the content. No, I'm gonna make sure I tag y'all boys down below. And stay tuned, y'all boys, for the next screen. You know, Guap finna go ahead and get up out of there. Matter of fact, I'm play one song for y'all boys before I slide. You know, Guap can't do you like that. I'd play at least one for the guys. And that bit off back in the booth. Be like, I ain't finna really fucking do that every fucking time, nigga. Big Guap, let's talk about life. Ay, I ain't talking about this, I ain't talking about that. I'm trying to get right. Ay, no, I come from the bottom, but a nigga like me trying to see new heights. Ay, I don't care if people say that shit made up. Whole time it's just hype. Y'all keep y'all stories. Remember them days they thought they could write my life. I got on my shit. I ain't playing no games, I'ma change my life. Ay, I'ma do what I want, it's my life. When they show fake love, I don't like it. Nowadays that shit advertising